Everybody, we are back. It is Safe Don't Lodge, favorite podcast, favorite channel, favorite is everything. We are back. You guys already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, subscribe. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike button if you don't like it. Leave a comment if you like it. Leave a comment if you don't like it. Also follow us on Twitter at the Mark John NFL for me, at Glenn Rockney for Glenn, and of course, pandasubs.com. Discount code TDL for 25% off. Also, make sure you hit up Homage, right? Go to homage.com. It also follows this QR code, and you can get 15% off of anything at Homage, right? So make sure you support the channel that way as well. And of course, hit up the Tape Don't Lie store, right? Do another giveaway today. Of course, you know it's giveaway Friday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's do the Under Armour today.
Oh, nice! You hit the golf course in that thing,
right? We hit the golf course, and it's that time. It's that time.
Mm-hmm.
Time of the year. And then what's the other one? Let's do. I was thinking of the mug. What do you think of the mug?
Let's do the mug.
Let's do the mug. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're doing the Under Armour, right? And the mug.
Yes.
Right. So $1.99. Go ahead and put that in. We'll get you guys going there for that one. All right. So, Glenn, how are you feeling, man? How are you feeling? We got a week, about 6 days left until the
6 days left till the draft. That's exciting. I'm glad it's finally here. I'm excited to enter my Glenn Doza era. I couldn't actually do it until they pick him, so that's going to be really exciting. But other than that, it's pretty exciting. I know that people say this is a bad draft class. I'd push back on the entire 7 rounds of it being bad. I think the first round's pretty bad. But you could I think there's a lot of players that will help the Raiders, like what the Raiders need. And we're going to talk about that in our mock draft, where it's like there might be guys where they go, I don't know if that guy's like an every down defensive end. He might be a designated pass rusher or something, like just a third down guy. That's what the Raiders need. The Raiders need that. The Raiders need the guy that comes out on third down and raises hell.
Yeah.
And this guy might be, this is tight end. He's more of a blocking tight end. Well, the Raiders might need that. And there's a lot of guys that I think that'll help this team. So while it might be that way for the NFL, the Raiders are going to have the top pick in a bad draft, which I think it's good to have the top pick in a bad draft when there's one quarterback, and then have the opportunity to get nose tackles, guards, these things that aren't very fun to talk about, these things that don't really get the media very excited, but things that the Raiders need, safeties. Like there's a lot. Yeah. The Raiders have needs at a lot of these positions that this really boring draft,
boring as hell,
has. I could still think of a lot of players that would really help.
Yeah, I mean, because D tackle, right? I mean, they're talking about Katie McDonald might fall to 36 now. It was 2 guys that had that, Brugler and Kuiper. So McDonald might be there at 36, and yeah, he can't rush the passer, so he's a nose tackle. So you can see how teams, Blake Miller, right? So I'm gonna take Blake Miller instead of Katie McDonald, because Blake Miller has an upside. He's an offensive tackle. He probably have, it's just more upside you could see on film. I mean, Katie McDonald, you're kind of guessing. You're like, I think he can become this, right? I mean, he's still a guess in my opinion, because it's not a for sure thing. He really hasn't shown it in college that he can rush the passer, right? Because I even went back to Matt's breakdown, and like Matt did like 2 pass rush reps.
For sure. And he's only the thing about McDonald too is you have to realize he's a 1-year starter because he was behind Tyleik Williams, like at that position. Tyleik Williams, very good player. Been okay for the Lions so far, but I think he's gonna settle in really nicely in the league. And then but McDonald's young, whereas if you're taking, he's taking a young player there. And I think he's twitchy enough to where I don't know about how many sacks he would get, but I don't know if that's what I need him to do. I think I need him to really push the pocket back, like actually just push that, which I think he can do. Yeah. I think he could take a center and walk it back into the quarterback and let Crosby eat. Like that's what I'm hoping he can do. And then good luck running on the Raiders if they get Caden McDonald. With those linebackers, with Crosby, Kwity Paye is a great run defender. Good luck, and people say that doesn't matter. Teams are running the ball a lot right now. Teams are running the ball a lot more. Like the running game is back. And I think Spytek wants to trade back at 36 more than anything. I don't even know if I think there has to be like one player one or two players that's there that would say no, but he's just all but saying he wants to trade back. And judging by how he did it last year, he traded back twice from that spot, especially in this draft where I would say, and I don't know how your board's looking, but just for me, a very kind of, I don't have a board or anything, but like prospects like 30 through 70 are all the same to me. I don't know about you. Like unless somebody really falls into like 36 where you're like, that guy should not be here, you take him. But for the most part, once you get to true second rounders versus true third rounders, they're like the same to me this year. That's why I think a lot of people are having trouble with this class.
Mm-hmm. You know, in my opinion, what I think it is too is just that the depth of this draft is where it's like, if you're at pick 50, I mean, you're in a really good spot, especially if that's what said the Raiders want to trade back. I think there's more benefit to that a little bit instead of like picking at 36, because 36 in this draft is maybe somebody that hopefully falls to you, right?
Yeah,
and that's kind of what you're hoping. You're hoping for somebody to fall, right? And that's your kind of your chance to take that first guy, right? Like let's say Concepcion falls or something like that. Okay, hey, we can get Concepcion, all right? Like even with Dave Ziegler, people don't like what he did in the draft, but one thing he did is he basically made like a paint. What am I saying? Where am I going with this? I lost it there.
I can't help you there. We didn't write that on the script for today.
Yeah, man. I was like, let's fucking just went blank. It was crazy. Anyways,
I know what I think I get what you're saying. I mean, just basically what you want to gather more picks. I think as you get to like I said, the second through like the fourth round, you can get a lot of players. Raiders have 3 fourth-round picks, which I actually think that's a good spot to have 3 picks in this draft is in the 4th round, because I do think there's going to be people that slide. I will say there's one player that scares me, and scares me meaning like I kind of like the player. Yeah, but the things you see that are the flaws, you're like, oh man, are those ever going to get corrected? It's Concepcion. The bad parts of Concepcion, I'm like, those are going to be so much worse in the NFL. The drops. And a lot of the drop, and it's drops because he's going to get hit. That's my problem. If he's schemed wide open, which I think Kubiak can do, so don't get me wrong. That's why I would like the pick, because I'm like, it's a fit, and I think there would be some legendary stuff happening when it's right. But when it's like third and I just need to make the play, team's got a good secondary, he scares me a little bit. And there's so many people that act like dropping the ball in college, like analytics people. They're like, that's not a big deal. It's a big deal to me. You have to catch the ball. That's what you get paid to do. You have to catch the ball.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what's the problem with having 8 drops in a year? That might be 8 third downs.
What's it? Brandon Coleman got on me because I said Eric McAllister had good hands. He has 7 drops. He made sure that I remember to let us know that we said that Concepcion can't catch, and he has 8 drops or whatever. And I was like, I think it's drop percentage a little bit, maybe. But, Eric McAllister is a kind of a late round pick anyways. But like Concepcion at 36, I mean, even like the Denzel Bostons, the guys like that. I mean, those are the type of looks that guys you want to look at 36 at this point.
Yeah, no, and I think there's going to be weird receivers that get taken a lot earlier. Not weird, I just mean stuff that people aren't really talking about right now. Stribling from Ole Miss. Oh, I see it in the chat right there, actually. I think Stribling from Ole Miss is going to go a lot earlier than people think. Like, I think he's a 2nd round pick. I'm not saying he is, because of I think he's really good. He blocks. He's got he's got a lot of that physicality to his game. He's good. He's kind of in a funky offense, but that Ole Miss offense will translate a little bit better than like the Tennessee offense does, I think, to the NFL, despite it being the Lane Kiffin kind of thing. And I think like Stribling, there's going to be like some team's going to draft Stribling in the 2nd round. Yeah. Everyone's going to go, what?
You think so? Really? You think
Stribling's that's my hot take. I think Stribling's good. I'm not saying he is a 2nd round pick. I think someone's going to take him in the 2nd round pick. It might be late in the 2nd round.
I could maybe see that with Stribling, man. But
you see the way he blocks. I'm actually a little nervous the Raiders are going to do it.
You think so? I mean, it had to be like 67, right? Like something like that. I just don't know. Just especially with those Ole Miss guys and how they run routes, man. It's like we really don't see a lot from him, really. And that's kind of same thing with like Trey Harris, right? I mean, you're really kind of guessing, a little bit of that with him too as well. So I don't know.
It's true. No, it's true. It's tough. He's big, strong, fast, can run. I mean, I'll put you right now, like it's going to be between him and like Chris Brazzell, neither of whom I think are like amazing. I mean, my stance on second round receiver here is I think they're going to do that. Yeah. Like, to be honest, like that's why I want them to trade back a couple times and be like, if you're going to do it, trade back and let me get some dart throws at safety later or something. I think they really want to. And I think today our mock draft, to tease what we're going to do what we think the Raiders are going to do.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Like it's not going to be our guys or anything, but we're from what we've heard, it'll be like a Raiders buzz mock draft. Not so much who they've brought in, though I think that'll factor in guys they've brought in, but also just like it's Kubiak. They clearly like this. They clearly want to know what this receiver class is. They want to know how, and I think the receiver class thing, right? They've brought in almost every receiver that's going to go in the top 100. They've brought in probably all of them that they have access to. At least they're not bringing in like Lemon or anything like that, but the guys that they have access to, I think Spytek. I think Kubiak's doing it because he wants to see, but I think Spytek's doing it because he wants to see how far he could trade back and get one of these guys. It's just my guess.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a lot of guys that are in the top 100 too. I mean, even bringing Chase Basantis with I thought was super interesting. Like, I mean, are you going to take him at 36? That's what I'm talking about. Are they planning on trading back? Right? You wouldn't hate that.
I wouldn't hate that. I think he's a damn good guard.
Yeah, it's between a good guard. I don't know, 36. It would be too early for me.
It's that kind of year. I don't know. It's that kind of year for me. I think you put him next to Linderbaum. You're making sure you can run the ball. I like it. I wouldn't be super through the moon about it, but I could see them taking him at 36. I think they might have some more tackle converts that go to guard that they focus on later. I think might be something that they do. I don't know. Just certain guy. Like I think that like Austin Barber guy or something. Like like from Florida. He's a guy. He's a developmental tackle, but I also think he could just be a nasty guard in the league, and just people like that. I think they might focus on, but I don't know. They're bringing in everybody, and I think they brought in Caleb Banks because I'm the wrong guy to talk to about Caleb Banks. I have a anti Caleb Banks thing. I don't know, but they brought in him, but I think they're trying to just see how injured the foot is. You would think.
Yeah, I'm trying to put up this list of the visits here.
So it's a lot. They've really. I mean, they've done a lot. They've done a lot of work. Interested to see how this new scouting department influences the draft too. I'm very interested in that. My goodness, there's no way we can see that.
All right, let me zoom in on that. It's not zooming.
Got to get my cheaters on.
It's not zooming in. Let me just download this shit. But yeah, they had a lot of visits. In my opinion, I think just like of players that you could take at 36. Like there's just player after player that they had right there. Like it's just different flavors. Like so, like I mean, the one that haven't, in my opinion, they've done the real deep dive in is kind of safety. Mm-hmm. They haven't really brought in any really safeties, but they talked about they hyped up safeties like crazy in the press conference, and Kubiak talked about it, but they haven't really brought in any safeties for visits, in my opinion. It's been like wide receivers and maybe positions they want to feel like they want to get to know the player just in case they have to take them at 36 or have to move around to get them. It's super interesting to me.
Well, the whole concept of the visit's interesting, and I'd like to. Last year, did they visit with a lot of the guys they drafted last year? Do you know?
Yes, they did.
They did. Okay, so it does mean something. I wonder if they just have their answers about safety. They're just like, the tape's the tape. Talk to some guys at the colleges that they play for, and that's that. Maybe some of the receivers they have more questions with. Maybe since it's an offensive head coach, I got to talk to these receivers, see if they're something like. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's go down the list here. Ayande Johnson out of Rhode Island? Damn, we're starting with some deep cuts here.
This is
don't know who that is. Brandon Cleveland, nose tackle. Noah Thomas, Emmanuel Henderson. Those are both receivers. Landon Robinson. They did visit with the Navy guy at the Shrine Bowl Pro Day kind of thing. They were there. They have him at 6 foot there. He's 5'11". J. Michael Sturdivant. I'm just going down the list. What's really looking? You want to say everything here?
Really nothing big on this one. Let me pull up the other one here.
Yeah, these are some deep cuts here.
Yeah. Boom. Hold on. There. Hold on. Boom. There we go. You got it?
Yeah, it's the same one. Yeah.
This is a different one right here.
This is
You
a
see
different one. It starts with this same starting with the same 4 guys.
Yeah, we got Bernard, Chris Bell.
I'm not seeing that on this one.
You're not seeing that one?
No, this is the same list I was just reading before.
That's the one I just added.
No, I'm not seeing it.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I mean, I try to pull up that. For real? You don't see this at all? Does anybody else see it?
No, it looks like the same.
Oh, what the fuck, man? That's weird.
Yeah. Okay, but so they have brought in all of these guys.
Like yeah. So I'll just pull it up on this one. By myself. I'll just read off who they got because the other one has the good guys. That's why I was trying to pull that one up. So they got Jeremy Bernard, Chris Bell, Chase Pasantis, Lee Hunter, Kristen Miller, Caleb Banks, Zion Young, Malachi Lawrence, Jake Golday, Brandon Cisse, D'Angelo Pons, Chris Johnson. So that's like those are kind of round 2 guys.
A lot of 36 options. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those. Then you got Boston, Cooper, Concepcion, McDonald, of course, Colton Hood, and then Caleb Downs. They did meet with Caleb Downs at the combine. Yeah. So I remember that one. And then you got Emmett Johnson, Taylor, Branch, Hurst, Eli Raridon, a tight end.
Yeah, Eli Raridon.
Justin Jolly, tight end. Justin Jolly.
Yeah, NC State, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then Brian Parker, Rayshawn Benny, Grayson Halton, Chris McKellen, Bryce Butcher, Dalen Everett, Malik Muhammad, Traydon Stukes, Genesis Smith, and Kamari Ramsey. So those are like the best players that they got in here. A couple other guys in the background. They got Adam Randall from Clemson. It's interesting. Caleb Douglas, Pat Coogan.
Yeah.
So it's a good list of players.
It's a good list. I like it. I like who they. A lot of times I see them bringing them in, I'm like, oh, that's good. Like, and it's not just these random players. Like they're bringing they're. I think they truly are wondering what to do at 36, but they want to know if they're picking at any point in the second round, at any point, whether that's 50, whether that's 41, or whether it's 36. Or whether they trade up a little bit. I don't think they're going to, but whether they trade up a little bit, they want to know what's there, and they don't want to have to think about it too much.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, because only a couple of the safeties are like Kamari Ramsey and those guys, man. It's interesting that they love safeties. They're not even really just deep diving into the position like that. So, I mean, they must feel comfortable with it. You know what I mean?
It's the strangest thing about this team because I heard that press conference this week with was it Brandon Hunt? Or no, was that Brian Starr? That's the guy's name, the assistant GM and Spytek. And I do like that Spytek brings up the assistant guy to take some of the heat off of him a little bit. I like that power move that Spytek does, where he's like, "Yeah, I'll bring up the other guy, ask him some questions, not me." And he does it as like, "Oh, I'm doing a good deed to highlight my stat," but also he's like, "I don't want to talk to you guys." So there's that part always cracks me up. But yeah, the safety thing is the most interesting thing because that is one position that they 100% need. They need 2 safeties, in my opinion, but they need to bring in at least a safety from the draft.
All right. Would you trade our 36 for a 2nd and 3 next year? I've had that come up on several mock drafts.
A 2nd and a 3rd, both picks from next year?
Yes.
So you're saying that would that be for a pick swap as well? So what I'm asking is, am I still picking in the 2nd round? Or am I just giving up that pick and not picking in the 2nd round this year? That's what I'm wondering.
I would think that you're still picking in the 2nd round, right?
If I'm still picking in the 2nd round of this draft, then yes, I would do it. If not, I think that's a bit much. I understand next year's draft is considered loaded, but still, no, I think you need to make a 2nd round pick this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Dexter Lawrence gets traded during the draft before or after?
I'm going to say after. I think Harbaugh and them are old school and are going to play hardball with him. I think it's going to be like a Micah Parsons thing where it happens in training camp.
All right. For the raffle, but what did you guys think of Spytek's recent presser? Good question.
Didn't say a whole lot. I mean, he's basically like, I like what we have. We need talent. Spytek's big thing. All these guys speak and coach, but we don't want to know too much. I don't want Chip Kelly out there. Chip Kelly used to say everything that was on his damn notebook in press conferences, and it pissed me off. But the Spytek, his big thing is he's like, we're always looking to add good players. We're always looking to add for that. And I love my linemen, and we're always looking to add good players. And we want people that are going to be Raiders. That's what every answer to his question is what it should be. These things are kind of a formality. I think the most you'll get out of this is what he thinks of guys on the current roster, which I think he'll talk about from time to time. And I think he's still pretty high on his last draft class. I think he's looking forward to Kubiak extracting, and Leonard as well, extracting something from that last draft class because we just didn't get to see a lot. So that's what I think those press conferences are useful for. Now, post-draft, I think you're going to get a lot of good Spytek clips.
Yeah, it was interesting to hear the guy from the Eagles talk a little bit, kind of seeing his philosophy and what he wants to do in the draft. And then Spytek is kind of the same guy at this point, man. He's just like rugged. He's a rugged football guy. That's all he does. You can tell he still has that football coach look to him, right? And it's just the way he speaks. He speaks like a coach instead of like a typical GM, and especially when he talks about players and evaluating. And it makes sense when he's like bringing these guys in and watching film with them as well. It all ties into just his persona and how he looks. So that's why I kind of have a little bit of high expectations to see what he can do in this draft, because I think he has a good job of scouting talent. I think they got the scouts in there this year.
I agree.
They're really scout talent and see what they can do. And, they're probably all over the place, and I bet they're a bunch of hardworking guys. So I know they're going to get that, get that shit done, in my opinion.
And especially on offense, when you think about who you're drafting for, like last year, you're drafting for Chip Kelly when you probably don't, maybe they interview him and stuff. They bring him in and he says, this is what we're going to do. But like, do you really, you're drafting for Clint Kubiak, you're drafting zone offensive lineman, zone blocking offensive lineman, receivers that can block, get yards after the catch, what you need for Clint Kubiak. So it's a lot easier to skew your board, I think, this year than it was last year, right? Because like last year, I talked about that when I talked about the Kirk Cousins signing. Like you're bringing in Kirk Cousins not only to be a bridge for Mendoza, but also to probably install the offense, right? A little bit, kind of to install the offense for everybody else on the team. Brock Bowers already talking about how complicated it is. You're going to need a guy like Kirk Cousins there. Last year you bring in Geno Smith because he knows Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll doesn't run the offense. I mean, some people might say he did last year, so maybe he does. But for the most, on a good team, Pete Carroll's not running your offense. So it's kind of the whole chain of command is thrown off. You're drafting guys for your Clint Kubiak coach team, your Rob Leonard coach team, right? And it's a lot easier to do your job, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go. What is Spytek's main regret from the last draft?
Hopefully day three. I don't think he regrets it. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think he might regret the Thornton pick because that seemed like a Carroll love affair. I remember Pete Carroll basically saying like that was his guy at the beginning when they picked him. Like his ears perked up. Like that's my guy. I need that pick there. Maybe the Thornton pick, but I would say to me, I think it's day three. You need to have some special teams capability out of your day three. And they got Lindenberg, who is a good special teams player. Mm-hmm. But other than that, you had some throws at the dartboard. You had the two division FCS quarterbacks.
I mean, those
you know what I mean? Like those guys, you got nothing out of those guys. Like absolutely nothing. And I think when you realize like you need to bring you need to get something to like where if you're taking a linebacker like that guy, maybe he's never going to start for you at linebacker, needs to play special teams. Like you need to do that a couple times. Like these are dart throws and you can take like a risk for sure, but there needs to be this floor of like he can play special teams for me.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I really think they love them some FCS guys too, and just coming from Tampa and what they're doing, and he took two last year. I mean,
I know.
They obviously they as I say, these guys are scouts, right? And they thought that maybe they could take a gamble. I don't think he'll be as just throwing darts at the wall. Like, hey, he's really athletic. Though. Look at this profile. Mm-hmm. Maybe it can work. It's a 6th round pick. It's a 7th round pick.
Yeah.
Who cares? Maybe it just works out, and maybe it doesn't. I guess that's how Spytek looks at it, but I think this year they're going to be a lot more careful. Like they're going to be making sure that those later picks just have a little bit more scouting with it and make sure they're not just chasing athletes.
Yeah, and also, if they're gonna do that, Cole Wisniewski, he was an FCS guy before he transferred. That's all I'm saying. The safety. Love the guy. So, hey, day 3, you want to do that? Guarantee you that guy's going to be at least a good special teamer in the league. I'm just saying, like that. He had a couple of years. I think it was I think he was at North Dakota State. I think before transferring to A&M. If I'm not, I could be wrong.
He might have been.
Yeah. I thought I had heard that somewhere because I'm a real big fan of his just for where I think he's going to get picked. I think he's going to be a guy that actually contributes. And so if you're going to have that love affair, go after that.
Exactly. But I don't know. It might be just some random guy that we're not even thinking of right now too. Like, or if they're like the maybe Demings from Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not a fan of his that much.
Well, it depends on where he's picked. I think if you're taking him like 5th, 6th round, I think that works for me. Like, you try it out because you hope that guy's not a starting quarter anyways. Like you're hoping you can special teams, all that. So we'll see. There's a lot. I think day 3 is going to be actually pretty good in this draft, in my opinion. Like, because I think it's a really muddy draft in terms of value and where these guys are going to go. So I think day 3 there's going to actually be some decent players, despite the first round not being all that entertaining. Because I remember when the Raiders had the 14th pick for that tampering period, right? A couple days, I had a tough time making a pick. I was like, what do I want to do at 14? Like, and that shouldn't be that hard when when the possibilities are endless. I'm like, I don't know what we're gonna do at 14. And you'd want to trade back, but probably everybody picking there wants to trade back.
I mean, you probably have to take Vega at 14 if you're
which I'm fine with. Yeah, go do that. It's something kind of boring, something kind of, but it's fun and maybe or like a. Like again, it's like Keldrick Falk, what am I doing that? Am I doing, there's a lot, and the reason I will say that I'm going to realize the reason this draft is bad is because Clemson was bad.
That is very true.
If Clemson was good this year, this draft is a good draft. Avion Terrell, Peter Woods, Cade Klubnik, and who's the other one? Antonio Williams. Like these guys are all good players, I think. Who's the other guy? Oh, I like Blake Miller. He's the only guy that played well in Clemson last year.
Yeah.
I know you're not a fan, but I like Blake Miller and like a lot. Like if he's there at 36, I take him. I'm that type of guy.
Really? So okay.
I'm just saying, like we never give durability. We never ever give durability. We don't talk about durability until we draft somebody that starts getting hurt. Then we want durability, but nobody ever values it in the draft. 55 out of 56 games started. There's really not a lot of bad tape of him. Like when you're watching, you're like, oh, that's bad. It's how high is the upside? I don't know. But if I'm getting a starting tackle at 36 that starts rock solid, played a lot of football, which I think the Raiders are going to love, is that if it's Blake Miller, I feel just fine about that. I feel just fine about him. Again, it's not the most exciting pick, but I'm terrified of some of these guys like Monroe Freeling, where I'm like, okay, if that doesn't work, somebody's getting fired.
Yeah.
But Blake Miller is like, hey, you draft a lot of Blake Millers. Like if you draft the Blake Miller of linebackers, the Blake Miller of corners, the Blake Miller of edge rushers, all of a sudden you have a pretty good team.
I mean, he is an athlete. At the end of the day,
he tested really well.
Yeah, I just think, to me, part of the reason why I don't like Blake Miller is his mentality. I wish he was meaner. That's really
right.
That's really what it is.
He doesn't have any of those finishing like, but you're right. But
at his size, you know what I mean.
But also, he's never like looking back at the ball like, oh shit. Like it's just never any play. Like there's a couple, I'm sure, but I like Blake Miller. I think he's gonna go to a playoff team in like the 20s because that team's like the Eagles could draft Blake Miller easily. Especially without Stoutland, maybe you can't develop a Monroe Freeling the way you used to be able to develop these guys. The Eagles are going to draft him, or the Chiefs, or somebody's going to draft him, and you're just going to. He might not make a single Pro Bowl, but it's like, man, this guy freaking starts every game. He doesn't commit penalties. He doesn't do anything like that. He gets beat maybe once or twice, but for the most part, we're fine. And man, I like you. You get enough of that on your offensive line, I like it.
I won't say it would bother me that much because I think he could be a good right tackle, and I think he'd be an upgrade at right tackle. It's just him not being just this angry guy at that size.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the mentality that I like with my offensive linemen, especially when you're that big. Like, bro, what are you doing? You should be tossing these guys around, and you seem like kind of a nice guy out there who's really athletic, right? And he's like I said, he's got some pretty good technique too. It's just it's really what all it is with me, man. If he was meaner, I'd be like 100% with you. Me and the lady just race a glass of TDL. Will EMW fall to the second?
I don't think so. I think he's going to go really early. I think 3 safeties are going to get picked in the top 20.
Really?
Downs, Thieneman, and McNeil Warren. I'm telling you, I think it's going to happen. I don't think any of it. Thieneman's going a lot earlier, and I'm not a huge Thieneman guy, but I could tell the league is. You could just tell the league loves Dylan Thieneman because I don't think Thieneman can play in the box at all. I think Thieneman. You watch the Indiana game, and you're like, man, who's that? Man, that safety's getting his ass whooped. You're like, oh, it's Dylan Thieneman, because they're just running right at him and knocking him back. It's ugly. It's a tough scene. But nonetheless, though, he is a special athlete and free ranging safety. And I think a team like the Bears will take McNeil Warren. So they're maybe the top 23. I'll edit that pick there, but 3 safeties are going in the first round. Make no mistake.
Man, that'd be a lot of safeties. I wonder the last time 3 safeties went in the first round.
It had to have been old school, like in the Sean Taylor era or something.
I think Thieneman, the NFL loves him. I also think Caleb Downs is going to go first round. I think EMW probably go first round too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
there's so much buzz around them that I think if one of them fell, though, it would be EMW. That's what I think. I think at this point it would be him if one of them fell out of the first round. Just if the NFL gets weird with safeties, just like to be honest, Caden McDonald's a first round pick. Are we really overthinking that?
Yeah,
but that's the NFL. These their values and stuff like that.
2017 was the last time 3 safeties went in the first round. Jamal Adams, former Raider, number 6 overall. He was highly touted. Malik Hooker, number 15 overall. Jabril Peppers, number 25. Not the greatest first round of safeties going there, but that's when it happened.
Man, I thought Malik Hooker was gonna be like Ed Reed.
I thought all 3 of those guys. I thought all 3 of those guys were awesome.
I thought Hooker was gonna be
Ohio
ridiculous.
State, right? Ohio,
unreal.
Man. I thought Jamal Adams was like. He was good for the first few years in the league.
Yeah.
Hell, even he had moments for the Raiders last year where I thought you're like, oh shit, that's why he was. Oh yeah, I see it. Where he would just make a play, ranging sideline play, tackle for a loss. Where you're like, that's why you're a first rounder. I thought the same thing, man.
Man, the Seahawks traded 2 first round picks for a safety.
I know. That man got taken in the first round 3 times.
That is, you just think about that. That's wild, man.
That's Pete Carroll, actually. Yeah. And then the Raiders that started the run. And now this is interesting, right? So that starts a run when that happens. So then you start looking at guys like Traden Stukes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where does Traden Stukes go after that? Where does these other guys? It starts a run because the Raiders drafted Obi Melifonwu that year.
Yeah.
Very early in the second round, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought he was gonna be good too.
Me too. I thought that was a great pick. I'm like, man, we got him and Carl Joseph, bro. Let's go. And then if you tell somebody right now that like, hey, remember when we had Carl Joseph and Obi Melifonwu? Yeah, I remember that. It sucked.
Oh man.
Obi played in Mexico City and got shredded by Tom Brady, and I was like,
oh my god.
Oh man.
We just had so much faith in Reggie back then, man. I thought Reggie McKenzie after they won, and Reggie's executive of the year. Great picks, Reggie. You know what I mean? It didn't matter what he did at the
I know it.
It did that year, but the
Gronk stopper. That's right. I do remember people saying that about Melifonwu. The guy was his brother's pretty good. Ifatu Melifonwu, he's pretty good.
Yeah, Carl Joseph was okay.
I liked Carl Joseph was a solid pro.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about Reggie McKenzie. He'd get you a solid pro. The problem is you're like, Reggie, we're picking at 5. Can you get me a good player? A really good player. Like, Reggie, we need to change the franchise. He's like, I'll get you a 10-year starter, Jihad Ward. And you're like, okay. Yes, but like he's still in the league. Jahad Ward is still in the league. Like
It's crazy.
Like he's still in the league. Mario Edwards Jr. still in the league. Like these guys are in the league. They're not that good though. Like they're like solid. They're good enough. And it's like those were high picks you used on those guys. If you got me those guys in the 4th round, you would be Reggie McKenzie would be in the Hall of Fame if you got me those guys with some good first rounders, good second rounders. DJ Hayden, rest in peace, stayed in the league for a lot longer than I thought he would. You know, but they're not. These guys were not franchise changers.
Yeah, he was drafting like it was like when you think back about it, it's like he's drafted safe as hell. Like they're safe picks.
Yeah.
Right.
Football playing Jesse's. He used to always say that.
Safe guys. Like, I know this guy's going to be solid. I don't know if he's going to be great or not, but this is a solid.
Sleeping at the combine. He's like, I don't care how athletic these guys are. I don't care. Yeah. It's like, dude, I'm bored. Yeah. Like, this is stupid. And no, he was always like that. And then I remember his first draft pick was that when they didn't have any picks because of the Palmer trade, he drafted Tony Bergstrom, who played in the league forever too. Like, it's just these guys, like, they stayed in the league for a long time, but they're just not, like, their depth on other teams.
Yeah. I mean, because Mario's still a good player. I would have taken him back.
Yeah, and he was a freak athlete. He actually was a freak athlete. And I remember he had a little bit of a neck issue or something. It was kind of a thing that kind of stunted the start of his career. But he was a freak athlete. I think he was like the #1 recruit out of high school. Like he was like that type of guy, Florida State, you know. So that was I liked the pick at the time, even if I thought it was a little earlier, a little bit of a reach. Like it was like, oh, okay, this guy, he's a freak defensive lineman. So yeah, and whatever, you know, we're in 2026. Nobody likes old draft stuff.
Yeah, exactly. We got yelled at last week about that.
They didn't like that. I saw the comments. They're like, thanks for the reminder. Hey, it was a new article. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. Is there any good safeties near the bottom of the draft?
Yeah, VJ Payne. I don't know about bottom. I think he's going to go like 3rd or 4th round. But when you're talking about outside the top 100, VJ Payne, I'm a big Jalen Kilgore fan. Not sure he's a traditional safety. I think he's going to end up being a nickel or kind of a specialty safety. I think the safety class has a lot of guys that do one thing really good.
Yeah.
So if you take a Genesis Smith, who cannot tackle, by the way, you're going to need to go draft somebody that can play a little lower and tackle and stuff. Like if you take 2, they can't be the same guy, right? Like you're going to need a yin and yang of kind of draft. But there's a lot. Who's the guy you like out of Indiana? I like him too. Moore?
Loose Moore.
Like him too. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's a good player.
They were at his pro day, so you know, obviously, but like that, just that, I like Rip It and Flip It has Kennedy, the guy out of Oregon. I like him.
Yeah.
I like him. I was I didn't know a lot about him, and then I was just kind of watching a little. I was like, ooh,
isn't he a slot corner though? He's a corner.
That's the thing with safety nowadays. Like, what is a safety nowadays? Like, it's okay. If you're a safety, but you're like a nickel, but the nickel you need to do run fits like a safety. You're kind of the Raiders need both, so it doesn't really matter. Like they have Teron Johnson, which we're not quite sure how long or if he's even still good. He's definitely not a guy that stops you from drafting anybody. So you're gonna want to get, you know, like you're gonna want to go get like a couple of people, like a nickel and a safety, and then whoever ends up being the good one out of that, then you have that position solved.
Yeah, for sure, dude. All right, let's get into our first topic with this one, right? Because Chris Johnson is kind of it's a transition here. Chris Johnson would really give us a great young QB corps.
CB corps,
yeah, CB corps. Has to be in play via a slight trade back.
A trade back? I think there's a decent chance Seattle takes him at 32.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure. I think he kind of plays like that way because I think he can tackle. And I think the Raiders are a perfect fit because at the Senior Bowl, he kind of, I mean, you were there. Press man, not really his biggest strength, like his press man, but like off coverage, I think he's about as good as anybody in this draft in off coverage because he will come up and put you in the dirt. And I cannot stand corners that can't tackle. It's why Brandon Cisse is off my board. But I like not drafting. I don't care what position it is. You can't tackle. I have no interest in you whatsoever at corner. Teams throw the ball in front of you and make you tackle. That's how the league works right now. Chris Johnson can tackle. I think if he's there at 36, and the thing is if I like Chris Johnson and Caden McDonald a lot, who would you pick if you had the option to pick both? It's a tough call.
Me personally, I'm taking Chris Johnson because
I think I would too.
Because I really feel like Caden McDonald is a swing.
Yeah.
Like you're swinging, man. You're hoping that
Yeah.
he's a pass rusher, right? I mean, Lee Hunter showed a little bit more pass rush ability, in my opinion, than Caden McDonald. It's just Caden McDonald is younger. He's 21, right? I mean, that's really what we're betting on. So maybe when he gets 24, he'll be like Lee Hunter. That's that's their guess, right? I would rather go Chris Johnson. That's just me personally.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with it. I see. To me, I think Caleb McDonald. I just don't see a way he's bad in the league. And I am, when I watch tape, like I don't watch tape the way you and Matt watch tape. When I watch tape, I go, "Is this guy good?" That's what I do when I say that. Like you and Matt will get into the weeds about what's good, what's projectable, what can be developed. For me, I'm like, "Is this guy good?" I watch Caleb McDonald. Like I know he's good at this already. Like I know he's a good nose tackle. Is he Jalen Carter? I don't think so. I think there's enough to make him into like a Matabike. I think. I'm not saying he is. I think you can make him into that Matabike tier of like, ooh, like watch out. There's a little twitchier than we thought. Okay, interesting. I think you could. You're right though. Chris Johnson, it's like what he is a good off coverage corner that can come up and tackle, and he's fast. He's fat. He ran a 4.4 at that size, and he can run. And when he picks the ball off, he has great ball production. And when he picks the ball off, he can take it back the other way. And I think with him and Stokes, the Raiders kind of told you by re-signing Eric Stokes what kind of coverage they're going to run.
Yeah. 100%.
They're not pressing up on anybody. they're not doing that. So you can take Chris Johnson now. Like you can do that. So I'll be fine with either player. I will say I have a feeling Chris Johnson's a star. I just have a feeling. I've been saying this since before the Senior Bowl. Like I just have always loved the guy because he won me money, and I started watching him a little closer after that.
So my question is, who are some other options at 36? Like, all right, so who would be your surprise pick? What is a surprise pick at 36? What do you think would? I mean, kind of talked about Blake Miller a little bit, which I think that would be a surprise. But what's one for you here?
Well, see, I don't think Blake Miller is a surprise. I think he's a guaranteed first rounder.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a surprise that he's there at 30. I'm telling you, this guy's a first round pick, Blake Miller. Like, just as all I'm saying. Like,
all these tackles are going first round.
Yeah, exactly. Seriously. So I think a surprise pick in the first round would be, gosh, this is tough thinking about it. Or sorry, not first round. At 36 would be Traden Stukes. I think Stukes is going a lot higher than people think.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Stukes is going high. I do. He's a damn good player. And I even think he's an option for the Raiders too. I'm just saying, like I like him a lot. I didn't catch you there. You broke up a little bit. I'm not sure if I froze or if Marcus froze.
Okay.
I definitely lost Marcus. Guys, let me know. Oh, it's Marcus. Yep, it was you. Chat says it's you. Well,
it's me. Okay,
it's you. Sometimes I can never tell on my end if it's me.
Am I back yet? Am I back?
You are good now. Yeah. So
okay.
Tell me. So I'm sorry. I lost you right after I said Traden Stukes. So I think the chat lost you at the same time. So what do you think?
Talk about Traden Stukes, taking him at 36. Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, I asked you so you really think you would take him at 36?
I'm not sure I would. I like the player a lot, so ultimately it's a player I like that you're taking. I think he should be taken in the third round. But I think so. Here's the thing about this league right now. The league always chases something that worked for a Super Bowl team, right? Last year, Nick Emanwari is taken right around that pick, right? Early 30s. I'm not saying he transformed the Seahawks defense, but they gave him that kind of slot eraser pick, guy that can tackle, very physical, guy, just kind of changes your defense. I think teams are looking for another one. I think Stukes can play down in the slot a lot, but I also think he gives you a little bit of that versatility to maybe play a little safety. And I think teams are looking for that. teams are going to take that a lot earlier right now. It's like when Tyreek Hill came in the league. Everybody took small little receivers to find the next Tyreek Hill that could run. Everybody was looking at 40 times. Everybody was doing that. Patrick Mahomes comes in the league. Quarterbacks, can you make a throw on the run? I don't care what you do in the pocket. Are you a freak athlete? Can you throw? Anthony Richardson goes 5 overall because of Patrick Mahomes. Make no mistake.
Yeah.
I think the league's going to do that with Eman types now, and I think Trayden Stukes is similar to an Eman.
Yeah, that's a great point, man. I mean, because with 3 safeties going in the first round, what that really tells us is, one, we're getting a little bit back to the run game. I think a little bit because even though you still have to stop the pass, you need more guys in the box that can tackle, because you can't really depend on a 180-pound nickel corner to stop a power run game at this point, especially there's more power run games are starting to pop up. I mean, the Raiders could be running white zone, but Sean McVay doesn't. Sean McVay, he's running down your throat. I think even Shanahan, he's doing a lot more power. They're getting some bigger guys in the middle. They're pulling more guys. They're doing a lot different things than usual West Coast offenses would do. So since the running game is coming back, I mean, there was 17 1,000-yard rushers last year, which I thought was crazy when I saw that. I was like, that is a lot compared to what, like maybe 2020. I bet it was like 7, right? Back then, right? Mm-hmm. So the game is changing. So you're going to need more of those bigger safeties that can play in the slot and play in the box that are more versatile. You know what I mean? And I think this has to be something that you really have to think about. So, like, a guy like Trayden Stukes is a big one. I mean, that's where the Kilgores, the Ramseys. I mean, Kamari Ramsey is that guy, right? He's the type of guy that you can, big slot player you can put right in the middle, right? So it's those type of players that are growing in the draft. You just have to, make sure that guy can cover, because the thing is the slot receivers in the NFL are just a little different. I mean, because guys get moved around, more in the NFL.
You might be covering a number 1.
Exactly. So I have to make sure that even though he's a safety, that's what makes it tough. Because even Jalen Kilgore, I think he can guard certain guys. I don't know if he can guard everybody in the slot.
Yeah.
Right. So he's that type of player too. So you just have to navigate that a little bit. I think you still have a good slot corner in your team, but you want a safety like on first down that can guard somebody just in case they bring that power run game.
Yeah, and I like a lot of these guys. I think a lot of them are better options at pick 67. But I'm telling you, I think there's going to be a run on these type of guys. Like, can we find the Nick Eman? Like, hey, we know we can get after the quarterback, but teams when we get after the quarterback, teams just dump it off to their slot receiver for yak plays, and we get beat on third down. Like, can we have the slot eraser guy? Can we find that? Because it is huge, and I think that's why nose tackles are coming back in. It allows you to be multiple, right? If you can get a nose tackle that has maybe a little pass rush upside or something you can develop, you don't need to take them off the field in the same way and kind of show the offense via your personnel what you're going to do on defense. If you have like a safety nickel hybrid, you're kind of like, hey, go ahead and run. I got a 6'2", 6'3" safety back there that's going to knock your teeth in. But if you try to throw on me too, this guy can cover. I think teams are going to make bad picks doing that sometimes, just like you saw with the Tyreek Hills. You saw the Andy Isabellas. You saw all these bad picks, these guys that are out of the league. But for the most part, man, and then also like a guy like a Stukes, if he fails at the nickel, you at least can try to put him back at safety again and just go, okay, all right, that didn't work. Yeah. Are you a safety now? Like, it gives you that opportunity. I'm less advocating for picking him at 36. I feel like that's going to be the one that went, whoa, that dude went early, and I'm a big fan of what he's done, though.
Yeah, I think he's gonna, at first I thought Genesis Smith would be going higher than him, but I think at this point you're right. I think he's kind of jumped him and just the tackling. Of course, I mean, that's the main.
Genesis Smith did clean up his tackle. His missed tackle percentage went down a lot. Mm-hmm. Later in the year, but at the beginning, it's pretty unwatchable. Yeah, it's bad. It's really, he's Michael Huff.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Before I get to this question, I'm gonna ask you this: what would be the worst pick for you at 36? Like, what would piss you off the most? Since, I mean, we're 6 days away. What would it be?
It's weird. There's not a lot. Like, there's not a lot that would make me mad. Like, I like a lot of the options at 36. Like, for me, I think reaching on a receiver. reaching on somebody. That's just it's just not there. Like the run maybe starts in the first round and you're kind of like, oh man, we got to go get one of these guys now. Like we have to go get them. And I'm trying to think like it's less like a certain player, but like a tier of players getting tapped into way too early. And I will say, I think Spy Tech is good at knowing the consensus a little bit. I think he's pretty good at that, of going like, okay, I don't need to go get that guy. Whereas Gruden and Mayock are like, nope, he's there. We have to take him. And you get yourself in trouble that way. You think you're perfect at evaluating players, therefore you can take them anywhere. And I think Spy Tech's pretty good at knowing, okay, I think I can get this guy next round. If I can't, that's fine. So it's tough for me to say an actual. It's like like I said, the scariest one to me is Concepcion because he should be a first round pick, but it's like I could see it where it's like I could see like memes being made after like bad drops of him, and just kind of. But I still would understand it, but I'm like, it would scare me. It would just scare me a little bit. Seth Roberts, I thought was a good Raider, but he was an undrafted free agent. So if the guy dropped problems, you're like, he's a UDFA.
Yeah.
And he had it was weird. His hands were great when the game was on the line. But like when you like a third down in the first quarter, you're like, my goodness. So that was a good time to draw. He picked good times to catch the football.
Yeah.
But Casey Concepcion is just like, I'm with you, shortest wide receiver. You have to catch the damn football. Like that's not something we can phase out in our evaluations. Like, drops are, that is just so overblown. No, it's not.
It really isn't.
You got to catch the damn football because Casey Concepcion sucks at contested catches too, which I know that's considered bad too, to focus on contested. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The separation you create in college, you might still be able to separate in the NFL, but that doesn't mean you're going to separate to the same degree in the NFL to where you might not have to make a play in traffic.
Yeah.
So I'm a little scared of him.
For me, I think it would be like, it's just I'm saying it's not bad. I wouldn't like it if they took a guard like Basantis or something like that. I get it, but I just feel like, man, so is he going to start then? and that's where my mind goes when you're taking a guy at 36 and you're taking a guard there. Like he's going to put that competition in where he's going to be starting, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you have Caleb Rogers, you have JPJ, so that means you're just kind of dumping on Rogers then. Yeah. If you're taking a Chase Basantis because he's 36, you're saying that's almost a first round pick basically, right? And he just kind of fell out of there. You're kind of saying that he's going to be the starter at some point.
Yeah.
So who do you move on from? You know what I mean? You got Linderbaum. That's where it would be taking a guard there. Like maybe if you take one later in the draft that can develop or something, but it really says a lot. They're dumping on Caleb Rogers already if they take a guard at 36.
It's true. Well, yeah. Or are they dumping on JPJ?
It's saying either one.
But JPJ, I can kind of understand it right now. It's like this guy has not played a healthy season of football. He has concussion issues. I'm not saying it. I'm with you. I wouldn't be super thrilled about a guard in the second round. I'm totally with you there. Like I'm just devil's advocate here. I don't know if it's about. What I'm saying is, if they do it, I don't know if it's about Caleb Rogers. I think it's about JPJ, because JPJ's after this year, you have to start thinking about JPJ's second contract after this year.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to start thinking about that. And I hope to God that JPJ goes out there and has a crazy ass year, because he does have he has an all-pro year in him. Like, there's at least one all-pro year of JPJ that's there if he's healthy and just picks up and he's in the right scheme, which I think he's in the right scheme right now for sure.
He's way better at guard too, man. So
yeah, I agree. I'm with you. And I will say I really don't. I think durability matters, and I think you need to be on the football field, especially on offensive line. Like, you have to be able to play. Like, you have to. I'm sorry, like, you're going to be injured constantly. You're on offensive line. Your legs are going to get rolled up on. You're going to get, you have to block these cyborgs across from you. You have to hold up. And we have a quarterback here that cannot get touched that way. A quarterback that, unfortunately, has a high sack rate in college.
Yes.
Mendoza. Yeah. He does. That's objectively true. His pressure to sack rate is not good. So I don't know. To me, I'm not a huge Emmanuel Pregnon fan. I don't know if I've said that on here or not. I think he's just okay. I think my Pregnon take is your Blake Miller take. I think it's just fine.
Yeah.
But I think just fine at guard is not as cool as just fine as tackle. Just fine at tackle is like, oh, I don't got to think about that position for a while. This guy didn't get hurt. He's good. I have him. I have Colton Miller. Maybe and I have Charles Grant. I have some opportunity. Just fine at guard. I'm like, no, my guard's got to go kill somebody. I want my guards to scout people. Like, we're running the football. I want my guards to go kill somebody. Pregnon, to me, I think he's a little stiff at the waist a little bit. I don't think he moves the way. I like Rutledge and Basantis more.
I love his Keelan Rutledge. I love that Keelan Rutledge was at the Senior Bowl. He just didn't smile at anybody.
I'm like,
he was just angry. I'm like, why are you angry at us? Like, what are you mad about?
I'm mad at the world. I'm mad that a whistle wasn't blown and I don't get to kill you right now.
He was just so angry, man. Like the look at his face, I'm like, bro.
I'm with you.
I don't know.
Yeah, to me, so Rutledge at 36. What would you say? Because it would him, JPJ, and Linderbaum. You might be like, yeah, damn. Like we might be running the damn football this year.
He's angry, man. He's my type of lineman. He is. I do like some Keelan Rutledge. He's an angry guy. Him and Travis Burke, they're my two favorite linemen. If they drafted a tackle late, I would like it to be Burke because he has the athleticism and he's just a psycho.
Burke is tight. I've been watching him since you brought it to me. I like Burke. That's a good one for sure.
Yeah. Any thoughts on the report that Mendoza is way far ahead on learning the offense with Greasy? Chances he beats out Kirk to start the season.
I mean, part of the reason the Raiders are drafting Mendoza is because of character, his mentality, his determination and stuff. So I will never put anything past anything he's able to learn. I will say, even if he is picking up the offense fast, I still we don't need to throw this guy out there yet. Like, the offense is being installed on this team. That's from the receivers, for the linemen and all that stuff, the verbiage and stuff. Like, it doesn't mean week 1 he has to start. To me, okay, by week 6, week 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, something like that. Mm-hmm. Like, you want to bring him in? Sure, that's fine. I think we're thinking about Mendoza as a 10-year plan. That's how you have to think about Mendoza. We're not going to trip off him not starting the first 6 games. The only time that's going to happen is when the media starts stoking the flames because it's a good thing to talk about. Why isn't he starting? Why isn't this happening? Why isn't that happening? Just start Cousins. It's fine. Like this, I don't think they're a playoff team. I don't think they're a playoff team. And I think, to me, it's less about learning the offense. And to me, the sack rate is bad. And that is always what gets quarterbacks in troubles. Caleb Williams had a high sack rate in college. Bryce Young had a high sack rate in college. And it's not always dependent on your O-line when that happens. That's like you just trying to do too much. And that's what he needs to correct. If he's showing that he can do that he's checking down, getting to his third option quick, that's when you start him. It's when he knows how to protect himself.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. See, the thing is with Mendoza, because they're already talking about how he's a little more ahead than they thought. I think he might get these things down a lot quicker than we think.
Probably.
And it all depends on how they approach it. I mean, if they make it like a full open competition, like, I don't know what's going to happen. But if they're like Cousins is starting year 1, I mean, and they're taking that stance, I think it's going to be a little bit different, look. But I think Cousins can get it done, man, to be honest. Like, his film was like the most average film that I've watched in a minute, but it was like, you know what, this is, I mean, you could win with this though if you could run the ball.
He's a C-ball hit ball guy. Can you pull up that carrot veg 5 comment, please?
He's a carrot veg.
Should be our latest. It should be
right here.
Hard to crack his sack rate when he's on the sideline. No, it's not. You learn how to get rid of the ball. That's what it is. And if you want him to learn that way, that means you want him to get his teeth knocked out in year 1. That's how you want him to learn, is what I mean. It's a bad part of his game. Marcus has seen it. He does not get to the check down the way he needs to. And that is something that you need to get right. Like you're going to have to, like, that's the thing. And I think the Raiders, when they talk about starting quarterbacks too early, I think that's what they mean, is like, they're out there destroying themselves a lot of times. So that's the way to go. Ooh, I like that. A guy we haven't talked about. I don't know your take on this guy.
Okay.
I think he's really interesting. What if Caleb Lomu is there at 36?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I
Caleb
like
Lomu.
him. I like him. I think he came out a year too early though. But I think to me as a Colton Miller heir, I do like him. He's very athletic. He was good enough at Utah to kick Spencer Fano to the other side at Utah. He's really athletic, and I think I think we got about 2 years of Miller left. I think. I think that's about what all we can count on at this point. And if you had Lomu as your swing and Charles Grant as your right tackle or backup, I don't know, because you have Miller, you have Glaze, Grant on the right side, and these other guys. Like it's that would be interesting. I think Lomu's got a lot of upside. I think he should have stayed one more year in college, but I think he's a good developmental tackle. 36 might be a little rich, but he might go first round. You don't know. You don't know if that teams like these guys. If a team likes a tackle, they take them.
Yeah, Lomu's going first round.
You think so?
I think Miller's going to go first round too. I do. I think.
So you think there's 9 tackles then?
Okay, so Freeling, was
Maui Noah,
Francis, Maui Noah, Francis
Fano.
Okay. Who's the other one?
Ian Achor. Proctor. How many is that?
That's 5.
That's 5.
And Miller, Lomu. So that's 7, right?
Is there one more? I feel like there's one more that we're missing.
I feel like there is 2, but I mean that's 7, anyways.
Yeah, that's 7. I feel like there's one more that we're missing though. I don't know why, but I do feel like there's one more. But either way, it might be Lomu. Yeah, you might be. Sorry, somebody's asking about Blake Miller Thursday. We just talked about that like 10 minutes ago. Just rewind. We went pretty in depth on that. Not to rehash it for people that had to listen to that.
Yeah, we brought up Freeling though, right? Freeling. You said Freeling.
You said Freeling is the first one.
Yeah.
What are we missing? I just feel like we're missing somebody, but whatever. Doesn't matter. At least 7 or 8, right? Like you're right about that. So it's just, gosh, I mean, but if Lomo's there at 36, I do think about it because I think the guy's good, man.
He is. See, the thing is, I like Lomu better than I like Blake Miller.
Okay. He's more. I think he's more explosive, higher upside for sure. I'll give you that.
It's just like Blake Miller is that he is. See, this is what I'm saying. Like I say things about him, but he is a little bit of a plug and play guy because of the starts.
Yes.
Right. Like it's the thing is you draft him, right? I mean, he's got to start too, in my opinion. Like not really like early, but I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be noticeable. You're gonna be at practice, so you're gonna see DJ Glaze, and then Blake Miller's gonna go out there and practice, and it's gonna look like he should be starting because he is that type of player. I mean, the same thing with like Colton Miller. When you go out there, they look like NFL players. They move like it. It's an investment. You're really saying something. You're telling Glaze and Grant that
Yeah, which you should. I think. I mean, these guys are non-first round tackles. I'm sorry, you have two third round picks right here. Go win the job. Go win the job, or else I got somebody else that will do it. And at offensive line, when you have a first overall pick quarterback, you do have to make sure that you have an answer at these positions, like on the roster, even if it's at the risk of losing a DJ Glaze, even a Charles Grant. Like if Charles Grant's not looking good, like you have to at least have somebody there that for the next in a 5-year plan when your quarterback's on a 10-year plan.
Yeah. What players that fall to 36 do you not pass on? Give me 2 examples, please.
Like so, if we're offered a trade that we like. But there's
something.
But it's because of a player staring at us, and we're like, I'm not taking the trade, right? At that point, I think is how we have to frame that question.
I guess so. I mean,
because otherwise you're picking a player. I mean, you're obviously picking a player no matter what. But that feels like the thing there. So I would say, I mean, to me, it's Chris Johnson and Caden McDonald. I think I talked about it already. Like those guys, I think they're really good. I still would listen to a trade offer for any of these guys.
Yeah.
I really like Denzel Boston too. So like that's kind of to me that like the stock. I don't even like receiver at 36, but I'm like this guy's good. This guy's really good, and it's what the Raiders need, like that type of receiver with Trey Tucker, with the Brock Bowers. I'm like, man, that looks like all of a sudden the receiver core looks good at that point. if you take a Denzel Boston. I think the league. I think all the analytics people want a 180-pound guy who has a good separation rate, and then when Jerry Jeudy happens, they're like, well, that's an outlier, like in my process. Okay, no, you guys pick the same guy every year who can separate but can't catch the damn ball and does nothing in traffic, and then you say that, oh well, the hindsight prophecy. No, I want Denzel Boston can separate. By the way, I don't understand why people say that. He can separate. So those three, I'll give you three. Those are three guys right there where I'd go, nah, I think this is better than what I'm getting 10 picks from now.
Because my thing with Denzel Boston, like, how much of a difference is between him and T-Mac? Like, when you're
I think they're very comparable.
Like, what's the difference? I mean, because really the difference is production.
I think T-Mac might be a slight better just athlete in the slightest way, but it's not enough. But again, T-Mac's taken when? Top 10?
He went 7.
And you're talking about 36 getting a guy who is even if he's just like slightly better, like, or slightly worse. Like, and to me, you're talking about you're drafting a quarterback who Kirk Cousins is trying to figure out how to throw back shoulders like. And you're talking about the guy that's going to catch those damn back shoulders. Like, I love the guy. I think he's really good. I think he's better. I think he's a lot better than some of the receivers that'll be taken before him if that's the way this is going.
Yeah,
I don't know. DJ said he's too good to be a true pick at 36. They'll have to trade up. Boston didn't do any testing.
He doesn't have the production either.
He doesn't have the production. He didn't do any testing. I know he's got NFL lineage and stuff, but he didn't do any testing. And I think a lot of people are going like, "Yo, this guy's not testing. Like, this guy's not. He might not run that well. Like, he might not. But I'm just saying, like, it's not like he's playing in some non-group of 5 thing. A guy was playing at Washington. He's in the Big Ten. Like, he's producing. I mean, not to the level like you're saying, but he might slide. And if he's there, shit. Yeah, Brian and I agree. Steelers are a team that would take Boston for sure. Now, Tomlin's not there anymore, so we'll see. It's a different Steelers team now. But you're right. But also, Rodgers throws a mean back shoulder, and it would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and it all depends on how the league feels about Mekhi Lemon too. I think he's a wild card. I think he's going to
slide. He's going to slide a little bit. I think he's going to be the one that they show in the draft green room, all sad because everybody he's and everybody because the analytics people love him, but I don't think the league likes him that much. I not nearly to the way. I think he's going to slide. I think he's back into the first round guy.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where he goes. Because if he gets past the Steelers, I'll be like, wow. But him in the green room would be hilarious. I know the faces he'd be making, man. Because he was creeping me out at the combine, so I'll never forget that. Because I was.
Yeah, and I don't think the interviews went super great for him. Not bad, but just like not to the point where teams are sprinting. When you're short, you got to be like, aye, captain. In your interview, like when you're short, like you got to be pulling people's chairs out for them and stuff, and putting the damn restaurant napkins out for them. Like, hey, coach, you got to be doing that when you're 5'11", and I don't think that happened. Yeah. Sparkling or still, that's how you got to be treating coaches in your interview. His ass did not do that.
Oh man, no, that press. I would never forget his combine press conference. I was like, bro, like I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if we're about to start singing to me, dog.
He looked like Erykah Badu.
Yeah. I don't know if I was about to reminisce, man. If I was at a concert.
Yeah, it looked like opening up for Slum Village tonight. This is Mekhi Lemon. He is a neo soul singer. Like. That's what it looked like. You're just like, man. This is kind of tight, but I don't really know what's going on. Yeah.
Oh man. With the common hat on. Yeah, he did. He does have those kind of those dreads like that. He does have the common hat dreads. Yeah. Right. Giving that singing some neo soul, some some Bilal. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. All right, let's get to our sleepers, bro. Because we got
get to the sleep. I'm excited about my sleepers.
All right, Glenn. Let's start with yours. You're gonna start with your day 3 sleepers. So we're doing day 3 sleepers here, guys. Just to let everybody know, we are doing a giveaway. We're giving away the Under Armour shirt and a mug, $1.99. Make sure I'm collecting all you guys right now, and then let's get into our day 3 sleepers here, Glenn. So let's start off with yours here.
Sorry, wouldn't. Okay, something's wrong with the screen share because this is the Raiders visits.
Is it?
Yeah, something's wrong with the screen share. Yeah, I think you're seeing something that's different than.
Yeah, man. I'm like, hold on. Let's get rid of these other shits and see if we get this.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. My day 3
Boom,
sleepers.
we got it. Okay.
Okay, so I'm giving you these are. In my opinion, this is a 4th rounder and 2 6th rounders, maybe even 1 7th rounder. We'll see. So these are my guys, right? So let's start from the top. Jimmy Rolder, linebacker out of Michigan. Look, Spytech is going to know about the damn Michigan guys. And this guy's good. They moved Jayshon Barnum more to a on the ball kind of role and stuff. And this guy kind of finally got in as his off ball linebacker. He's got he doesn't look that big on tape, but he's 6'2", 240. Jumped really well. I can't remember his vertical number, thing, but he was on tape. He has a couple times where people are trying to layer the ball over him, and he gets up and makes a play on the ball, and you're like, whoa, okay. And then in terms of blitzing and coming up and making a play ahead of him, he's about as good as anybody in this class. Like I think there's times where they'll blitz him, and he's not. A lot of times he's not even interested in a real pass rush move. He'll just take a guard and just throw him out of the way, a Big Ten guard, and just throw him out of the way. And you're like, whoa. So I'd say everybody just watch a little Jimmy Rolder. And I think right now the Raiders signed 2 good linebackers in free agency. And this would be a good guy to have behind him. I think he's going to give you special teams stuff right away. Will Kaczmarek out of Ohio State. I talked about him once towards the end, but not in depth. He is a blocking tight end. Now, I think he's got a little bit of receiving capability, not a lot, but a little bit. 6'6", 250. Went to the University of Ohio where he was used as the tight end, like a true tight end. Yeah. They were throwing the ball to him. He goes to Ohio State. They have Max Clare transfer there. Max Clare becomes the featured tight end, as he should be. Max Clare will be drafted ahead of this guy. Mm-hmm. And but Will Kaczmarek, I mean, he makes me want to do like John Gruden. When I get like John Gruden level hype when I watch him. It's like saying Kaczmarek. It sounds like I'm chewing glass, man. He'll put your dick through the dirt, man. You'll be dreaming about Will Kaczmarek. Your wife will go, "What's going on? What's going on?" You say, "Will Kaczmarek put my dick in the dirt, man." That's what he's gonna say. He'll hit you. That's this guy. This guy's a beast, and the Raiders need that. Yeah, this Polish man, Will Kaczmarek. He will. The Raiders need that right now, and he's like a Lee Smith. To me, the Raiders need that Lee Smith type guy, and you can get him day 3. Everybody that drafts a tight end is going to need him to do more than what the Raiders need their tight end to do. Raiders have Michael Mayer and Brock Bowers. This guy can block. This guy's a round 4 pick. This next guy,
okay.
Damon Claiborne,
okay,
faster than shit. I mean, this guy can move. Little small, 5'10", 195. But what's interesting about most speed backs, he was a lot of speed backs when you see them in college. The reason it doesn't work is because they get handed the ball, a hole opens up, and they just run through it and then run by everybody in college. And in the NFL, it just doesn't work. You think about like Dree Archer, these guys that just don't work out in the league. This guy creates in the backfield. Like he sets up blocks. He was on an offense that was just him at Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons. It was the Demon Deacons. That's all this guy was. He was, and he could catch the ball. This guy, he's really, really good. I think he'd be a perfect complement to Genty, because before anybody says we don't need to get a second running back. Who is the Raiders' second running back right now? They don't have one.
They're drafting one, obviously. I mean,
they are obviously drafting one. And I think this is the time to do it. In the 4th round, the Raiders have 3 4th-round picks, and I think if this guy's one of them, I think straight up this guy will be a contributor. Home run speed. He did it against all levels of competition. The Georgia Tech game, he took over that game. If you watch the Georgia Tech was good this year, and he took over that game. I am a huge, huge fan of Damon Claiborne, and also pass protection, not bad. Like I expected the pass protection to be awful, so I think he actually is a true 3rd down back.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with Rolder. I haven't checked him out. I'm not familiar with him. Will, the tight end, what number is he?
I forget. He's let me see.
If he's 87 or 88, great late round blocking tight end. That both those guys are
87,
studs.
87 for Ohio State.
Both those dudes are studs as blocking guys. So I like
And
that.
he can catch the ball a little bit. He can catch the ball a little bit. It's not great, but Raiders will not need him to do that, which is nice.
And Damon Claiborne, he's a legit running back. He's a legit running back. Like I think he just has that long speed you like. But yeah, that is a player I like too. That's some good sleepers there, Cliff. Some good sleepers, man. All right, so mine a little different. Hezekiah Massis, cornerback.
Oh, I like him. Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like I was going too early on day 3 on some of these. Like I was like, I mean, day 3 technically is the 4th round, but I was like, but I like Massis just because he's a great zone corner, and that's what they're gonna do, right? I mean, they're playing zone corner, long arms. He could play. Gets picks. He had 5 interceptions this past year. Legit player. Robert Spears-Jennings, I just was so caught off guard with this film when I checked him out. I wasn't expecting anything. Yeah. He just moves so well. Like even like when you're playing quarters and you're going against a slot receiver, man, that is a mismatch. And he was hanging with a lot of guys. And like it wouldn't be a target there. So you're not seeing that on TV or anything like that. But when you watch the film, you really deep dive into it, and then he runs a 4.32 at the damn combine.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he is athletic, and
interesting.
I think he hits really hard too. Like I'm telling you, like he comes downhill, he knocks the hell out of people. 4.3. You know, like I said, I think his 3-cone's a little stiff at the 3-cone, but he did a good job covering safeties, slot corners, not slot corners, slot wide receivers. When he was in quarters, which I think is a really tough thing to do. So I really liked him. Like it caught me off guard, and I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Why is he not going higher? What's the issue?
He doesn't have like a lot of production. I would say.
Yeah.
Like I mean, he's not like a playmaker or anything like that. It just caught me off guard. Like because on PFF he's like the most average grade. It's like a 68.
Oh, okay.
Right? He's not bad. He's not good. But you watch the film, it's just you see that athleticism just pop off, man. It just like it just catches you off guard right away because you're like, what the fuck? And he's like 210 pounds and shit like that, and he's running a 4.3. Crazy athlete. So that's why I like him just late. Like if you can get him in the 5th round, like why not? What happens? He's a crazy athlete. He hits really hard. You know what I'm saying? For running back is Jamari Taylor. I really like this guy. This guy is a perfect running back for the system. That is my sleeper. You could probably get him in the 7th round. I think there's a chance that he might fall like that. And I think that he's a stud right there. And then of course Caleb Douglas, wide receiver at Texas Tech, because I wanted to have a wide receiver on here because I think they're going to draft one late too as well.
Sure.
So I don't know. You know what I mean? But I really like Jamari Taylor though as well. If it was any of these guys for like my real day 3 sleeper, it is him because he's a perfect fit for the system. You know, you can really get that 2 running back tandem going. And, you know, if Genty did go down, I mean, you know, he's so well designed for the outside zone system that I think there'd be a weird conversation we'd be having.
Interesting. Yeah. The day 3 receivers are interesting to me. I mean, there's a lot of them you could talk me into. It's when I would want to make, again, these guys have special teams ability, a lot of them too. That's when I want to take one. I just know with Kubiak, they're probably gonna double up a little bit, and I don't think this is the year to do it. But I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna take one in the top 100, and then they're gonna take one in the 5th or 6th round, probably. Like I think that's what's gonna happen. I do like Caleb Douglas a lot. I think I might have been the first guy to tell you about Caleb Douglas. I liked Caleb Douglas a lot. I just there's something there. I mean, there's something there. I don't know what it is, but he's big, strong, can move. I don't know if that passing offense at Texas Tech really worked the way, like it didn't really showcase the receivers in the way that I thought it would be. But another guy I like too. I don't even know if this guy's a sleeper anymore. It's another tight end because I think they're taking a tight end too. I think they're taking a tight end.
At some point, right?
I think they're going to late, which is fine. I think that's good. Another guy that gives you special teams upside or too. But I think that Nate Boerkircher at A&M
Okay.
That guy's good. That guy's good. Nate Boerkerker. So it's another Gruden ass name. You know, I won't do that. I'll spare you guys the impression, but it's another one. Yeah, he's just it's another one of those ones. But he can block, he can catch the ball a little bit. The problem is Marcel Reed sucks. I don't think anybody realized this about the A&M. He's horrible.
It's absolutely terrible.
If you watch Casey Concepcion film, like all the stuff I talked about Casey Concepcion, I was like, wait, this guy sucks. And like at quarterback, like I bet money on him in that Auburn game, and I was like, yo, I hate you. And he's like too short to see the tight end. I don't know if he's short. He just looks really small, but he's horrible. And I just think this guy on an offense in college, there's not a lot of great college offenses that feature tight ends. I think this guy like could actually do that because the Raiders don't know what they're going to do with Mayer after this year. Hopefully he has a nice year as tight end too, and then we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, but I don't know if he's like, what is Mayer getting another contract with the Raiders? That's not guaranteed because they're gonna have to pay Brock $35 million a year, probably.
I know
for sure. They have to pay him wide receiver money, and none of us will ever object to that.
Because I mean, if I was Michael Mayer, I'd go start somewhere. Like
I would agree.
I'm gonna go to the Rams. I mean, the Rams have who's the Rams tight end right now? I mean,
no, they have a few. They have Terrence Ferguson, Colby Parkinson. They have some good ones, but. And I don't know that they would go pay one either, but yeah, a team like the Titans, like here Cam Ward's featured tight end for the Titans, and they're going to pay you $13 million a year or something like that. Like whatever, go get it. I don't know if Mayer's going to get that second contract with the Raiders. I don't even know if it'd be wise to get him. I'm saying this is the one Raider fan that has a jersey of him. I literally am the only one. There's no way. If you show me another Raider fan that has a Michael Mayer jersey, I will be floored. But their last name cannot be Mayer as well. That doesn't count. But the Nate Boerkerker is another one. I think he's a 4th or 5th round pick. I think.
Yeah. Thoughts on a contrarian approach in trading up from 36 to catching a falling guy like Downs or
no?
There you go.
No. I like both players a lot. It's not the Raiders aren't in position to do that yet. You know what was interesting is. Remember the year that Houston did that with Will Anderson and CJ Stroud? It's kind of funny, right? Like, because that's the Raiders could be in position to do that right now, but it has to be that level good. Like Will Anderson is that level good. And I remember when Will Anderson got drafted, everyone was like, "Look, he's not like he is a step below like the." People talked about him like that. He's a step below the TJ Watts, then all that stuff. It's like, is he? His checking account ain't showing that much right now. He's like, I got money right now. But Will Anderson's a beast.
Yeah, because it's because how Nick Saban used him. Nick Saban played him like he's Tyree Wilson.
Yeah, exactly. And then also just what I mean is it rarely works out that good when you do that kind of risk. I don't think that's the template to go like we got to get the 2 best players in the draft this year. Mendoza and Caleb Downs. And look, Caleb Downs would transform the Raiders defense. But what you'd have to give up to get to, in my opinion, to get Caleb Downs, I would say you'd have to get inside the top 15. I would say minimum to go.
Yeah.
I don't think he's getting past Cincinnati at 10, but let's just say he's there at 12 and you need to trade up with Dallas or something. First off, I think Dallas just wants to take him, but sure. You'd have to give up your 2nd this year. You might have to give up your 1st next year, which I would not do. I wouldn't under any circumstances give up my my 1st round pick for the Raiders next year. First off, I don't know where they're going to be picking. And second off,
exactly.
If you're worried about the Raiders receiving core next year, that's when I want to go attack that. You might be in a position to pick Jeremiah Smith. You might give Jeremiah Smith to somebody because you wanted to go get Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
It's just they're not there yet. I wish they were. They're not there yet as a team.
I agree with that, man. All right, let's get a couple more questions here and get to this mock draft. And kind of finish this out. You guys should allow for the chat to call in on the live show for a 20. What does it say? What is this? It's got phone sex X.
No cursing allowed. Why can't cursing be allowed?
$20 for a minute for 20 minutes. $20 a minute for 5 minutes. Is that what you said? Is that what that reads? You know.
$20 minimum.
$20 minimum for 5 minutes.
I would guess he's talking about. Yeah, I'm guessing. I mean, hey, I would love that. I don't think you can take live calls. Can you? Like,
no,
I don't
I
think
can't.
We have the capability of that. I don't.
That's too much work.
Yeah,
that's like a. I mean, I don't know how you even do that. No.
Yeah.
It have to be voicemails. I mean, even I mean, yeah, you'd have to have the whole phone set up and things like that, and that's a whole new phone bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the only thing you could do, and unfortunately, you would be broadcasting people's personal information if you screen shared the voicemail hotline. Like somebody calls in, like, I hate this pick. Like at pick 36, like that would be interesting. I actually would like that. Like the people calling in and being like, let's say the Raiders pick player that's very polarizing at 36, and we had some voicemails. Like that would be cool.
I guess we're being old. Just set up a Discord.
I'm telling you, I think that was my idea to start. I think you need to. I'm telling you, because that's a way that I'll tell you. I've seen some draft ones that have Discords, like draft shows, like the NFL Stock Exchange has their own. They have a tab for each team and stuff. There's like a Raiders part. I know this is just a Raiders channel, so you could have like. Tell you, it's not bad, and it kind of runs itself. It's pretty cool.
Okay. He told me quit being an unk.
Can't. I'm mad at ABS challenges in baseball. I don't even like challenging the strike zone. I'm back to blue on umpires. I like umpires.
Oh man, I was dying at that kid that was like running around on that baseball with the GoPro. I had to tweet that. I was like, why is nobody saying that we should just peg this kid in the head? Like we all know it.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah. I am old school. Yeah.
Oh, I would have knocked that kid out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was a pitcher for many years. I'll tell you, these bat flips, they touch the clouds now. And guess what? When Nolan Ryan was pitching, you try it. When Nolan Ryan, Roger Clemens, when these guys are pitching, try it. Try to bat flip. Mike Piazza almost died. He threw his bat at Roger Clemens, his broken bat. Like nowadays, you can't throw at somebody without getting a human rights violation. In baseball, but then you can bat flip you could be down 7-1, hit a home run, and bat flip the thing up to Operation Artemis, and that's totally fine. Whatever. Don't even get me started. I'll do 2 hours of unk takes for you guys all day. You kidding me? Yeah.
Let you hit a home run with me and then try to do a dunk, have a basket come out, bro. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. With the GoPro on?
I would be like, no, it's not happening. Sorry.
We're getting kicked out of the league at that point. I mean, you know what I mean?
The retaliation is often viewed as the crime when really the crime was committed by the guy with the GoPro.
The GoPro dancing around He's got to learn the rules of baseball. I think he's got to learn the rules of baseball.
It used to be an ecosystem that corrected itself. Unfortunately, that's not allowed anymore. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
You could not do that on Pedro Martinez.
None of these guys. It was just a thing. Like you didn't do that. If you knew you had another at bat later, like you weren't gonna bat flip. Like Barry Bonds' bat flips now look so. Or he didn't bat flip, but he would just kind of pause at the plate and look. Yeah. That looks so tame compared to what you see now. That looks like nothing compared to what you see now. But that was like legendary when he was doing that. But like the stuff the guy, it's like you're a 9-hitter and you flip the bat up and it touches the lights in the stadium and it's a home run, and then you start like celebrating and then you put a chain on and stuff. I'm like, no. I'm sorry. You're gonna be wearing this thing in your neck, like the neck. I'll give you something to put on your neck, bah! Like, right in the side, and then all of a sudden you go to they want you arrested when that happens. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that's just baseball. Like you might get hit if you do.
That's a good summer content. Would be unk takes.
Unk takes.
Yeah, just unk takes. Like just for all sports. Like not even Raiders related, but just
any sport, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just like remember when this? Yeah, you tried this back in 1998. Yeah,
exactly, man. All right, Arizona trades into the first for Ty Simpson. Who do you hope thinks falls into the second?
Denzel Boston for sure. Who's another one? Maxi Ionichor. He's not going to, but Maxi Ionichor.
Okay. Oh man. For me, I still think Ty Simpson goes to the Jets at 16. There's even more hype for him this week. Like he got Chase Daniels on it. He's got Gruden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Woody Johnson's taking him at 16. You can't convince me right now, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. The reach the huge reach. Do you guys know that Indiana was the oldest team in all of college football? Yes.
You could tell. You could tell. That's there's the age thing is something we'll have to figure out with the NIL. Like, does it actually mean anything? You know, because we'll see how good these Indiana guys are in the NFL, including Mendoza's not the old. Mendoza's not even the old guy. That's what's crazy.
Yeah. What player will drop the most in the draft?
Well, drop the most. Ooh, Jermod McCoy's knee is worse than we think.
Okay.
They're saying it might be degenerative, and I think he might be a Will Johnson. That's another one. The Raiders might be staring at him at 36. I think Jermod McCoy's falling out of the first round. I think it's bad. And the fact is like he didn't play last year at all. And he only did his pro day. Good numbers for sure. But nobody's seen that guy cover anybody in a long time. I think Jermod McCoy is going to be one of the guys that's like, how is he still there? I mean, everyone's going to know why because of the injury. But Will Johnson was this level hyped last year, and he's had a good year for the Cardinals. It's just it was over a long period of time. Is this going to hold up? And I think McCoy is going to fall.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I saw a couple of names. Like Caleb Banks is one. I think that might fall.
Ruben Bain with that car thing. I know what they say it means nothing, but that plus the arms is kind of.
That's wild. That shit dropped like last week.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, man.
What's funny about that? And I'm not trying to like hate on anybody involved, and it sucks like what happened. And it's kind of like when that happened, they didn't do a field sobriety test. Which means that was like a star football player when that happened, like college football. They didn't do a field sobriety test. I'm not saying he was, but they didn't do a test. And it doesn't sound like he was even at fault either. So I don't know. I don't know that, but it's like that plus the arms, he might fall. What if the Raiders are looking at Ruben Bain at 36?
Oh,
I just do it. I don't care. I just do it, and I say, give me the keys, Ruben. It's too far away for your little ass arms. You can't reach the keys. I have them right here. They're back here. You can't reach them with their little arms.
To me, it's like if he gets to 27, you gotta start itching. Like you're like,
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. There's no way he's a bad football player. I'm sorry. You watch it, you're like, yo, he's wrecking shit the whole time. And people talk about Cassius Howell, and Brandon, I like Cassius Howell. I know you're gonna say I like Cassius Howell. I do. He has shorter arms and he is way lighter, like to where he ain't gonna ever be able to win with power. I think Ruben Bain will still be able to win with power in the league.
Yeah,
I do like Cassius Howell. I'm just saying I do, and I like him for the Raiders too because the Raiders would just need him to rush. So, but Ruben Bain, I think to me is like I can put him at 3-4 N for a little bit. I could rush him outside. There's a lot you could do with him. I think he's a beast.
I like the comp to Melvin Ingram. That's why I think he's.
I love the Ingram comp. I like Brandon Graham a little bit too.
Yeah.
Again, are those guys like world changers? Hell, Melvin Ingram killed the Raiders. So yeah.
I mean, that's a good player though. You know what I mean?
Hell of a player. Yeah.
Ingram was good though. You know what I mean? Like
yes, he was.
He had some great years. Some up and down years, but he played a while and he was really good.
Oh, he killed the Raiders.
Yeah, man, that was pretty good. Let's get this in my draft, bro. We're talking on this.
Yes,
we can do these questions here.
A lot of hot takes. I'd say a lot of hot takes. We'll see. It's draft.
I mean, bro, it's draft week. I'm just kind of happy that we're at this point. We're kind of out of here.
All right. So now, guys, if you weren't here at the beginning of the show, this is what we think the Raiders kind of process is going to be. This is not our guys, but we're going to go off the visit board maybe a little bit. Mm-hmm. We're going to go off maybe. I think Marcus and I aren't valuing receiver that high in this draft, but maybe the Raiders are. So don't be surprised. We're trying to get into the Raiders organization right now. That really cool draft room that they built that I saw the team to. That was sick.
Yeah. I mean, Mark Davis he'd be spending money on.
I want to be good so bad. I like Mark Davis. I know he's kind of dumb, but I think most owners are kind of dumb. And it's like he just needs to get. This is a good chance for him to just kick back and smash OnlyFans girls for like 10 years.
Yeah,
and just like have Mendoza and Kubiak cooking while he signs checks and the team makes money. Like he has a chance to do that, and I want that for him for the last chapter of his life. I really want that for him.
For sure, man. I gotta watch these pop-up ads, man. The A to Z Sports, they got these.
The people in the comments were mad about your ad blog. You had Mr. Robot in the comments. You had that guy like you didn't enable the ad blocker.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you did not enable the ad blocker. What is wrong with you, user 4578?
I'm sorry, man. Yeah.
Marcus, I'm looking at your checking account right now. You did not enable ad blocker.
All right. Here we go. So Mendoza, right? I mean, we're taking Mendoza here. That's the easy one, right?
We are. Yeah, there's no debate. I know Kenny P and some of the other people were. It's not happening. Sorry.
Check the trade offers.
I'm not going to, so quit asking. What Nick Saban. That's sorry.
Oh shit! All right, man.
Come on, bro. I'm not donating money right now. Come on. Yeah.
Come on, guys. You're doing mock draft, guys. You're doing mock draft. All right, let's check out these trade offers.
Look at who's there. Did you see who was there? He gave me Casey because they're looking at me in the face with Casey Concepcion right now. So look at the board before we look at the trades here.
Okay.
So this is when the draft starts. Damn it, this board looks good. So these trades better be good. We got Chase Basantis, Chris Johnson, I saw there, Zion Young, CJ Allen is interesting. Kristen Miller, I should say. Manuel Pregnon. So that's about good. Brandon Cisse, he's off my board personally, so no. But
yeah, you saw that tackle list. You're like,
I hate Brandon. I already know how that's gonna work. That's DeMarcus Van Dyke.
To be honest, like it's that he just it feels like he's scared of tackling.
I know exactly what's gonna happen to that in the NFL.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Because Nate Wiggins couldn't tackle. That's one guy who went really high. He couldn't tackle, but he still was like willing. Brandon feels like he is like, please don't come my way. I don't want to even have contact.
Yeah, you can't teach. You cannot teach willingness to tackle. So now let's look at the trade offers. I think the Raiders really want to trade out of this pick. Personally,
okay.
I don't know how you feel about that, but I do too. Really want to. Okay, so Cincinnati wants to come up from 41, and they're going to give up 110 to get to pick 36. Okay, no, that's one offer that we have. Now, the New Orleans Saints want to come up from pick 42 to give up pick 132. Okay, toss that one in the absolute garbage right now. No, we're decline. Contest the charges to the bank there. That's horrible. Miami wants to trade up to number 36 from pick 43. And all they want to give up is pick 130 and pick 227. No, sounds horrible. So Cincinnati's winning right now. The Colts want to give up 113 and 156 to go to 47. I
don't know. I think you got to stay here. I think this list is too good, bro. I think you should stay, to be honest.
So you don't. So okay. But is it so good that if I move back 5 picks with Cincinnati?
Because we're drafting like the Raiders in this, right? We're drafting like the Raiders in this,
right? But I think they want to move back. That's what I mean. I do think they want to move back.
If Concepcion is there, the Raiders probably take Concepcion. Right?
Fuck, they probably do. I know
they're going to take Concepcion.
All right, do it.
Right?
This is going to scare the hell out of me when this happens. I think you're right. I just feel like he's a Raider. I don't know. I just feel like he's a Raider.
You got to take him there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is what they would do.
Yeah, that is what they would do. Like, because in my opinion, I still think I might trade back there.
I would. I'd get that extra pick 100.
Yeah, 110. The Raiders are taking.
So we're on the clock at pick 67. Ooh, Keith Abney. That's a good one. He's there. Keith Abney, Josiah Trotter. I like him. Derek Moore. Big Citrus.
Big Citrus.
Is this like what we did last time? I feel like we didn't take that. I feel like we got Big Citrus last time.
I know.
Genesis Smith, Caleb Tiernan denied Dennis Sutton. That's a little early for me for Dennis Sutton, even though I love him. Keontae Scott. I think Keontae Scott's definitely on the board here.
Yeah.
Devin Moore is more of a round 4 guy for me, but I do like him.
He's really high on him. Good Lord.
I know. I think I like Keelan Rutledge is there. There's no chance he's there. I'm sorry. There's no chance. We can't take him right now because he's not there. I'm sorry. Okay. We have to live in reality a little bit here.
Me too.
I absolutely would take Keelan Rutledge here, but you'd start worrying about, okay, what are our trade offers? Do we have?
That's what I was saying. Let's go to the trade offers here because Okay, so we got 67 and 70.
Pick 206 is not really doing anything for me.
No.
Pick 150. Pick 150 looks all right. That's not bad.
Back to 73. That's not bad.
That's not bad. Okay, keep that one in mind.
Okay. 77, 155. That's not as good. I mean, I feel like we get a better pick for the Saints.
I like the Saints one so far, and we're not trading with the Chargers, so we don't even look at what they're giving us.
Okay, I'm not trading the Chargers.
This is what the Raiders would do. So yeah,
we have the Texans 69.
Ooh, to only go back a couple. What are the, go to the Saints? What pick are the Saints giving us again?
The Saints are giving us 73 and 150 though.
I would take the Saints one. Yeah, I'd go back a little further. This board's not looking like amazing.
Okay. All right. Let's go backwards. Let's go back a little bit. Yeah, because you got the same guys basically.
Literally the same. Okay, so again, I think you and I would take Keith Abney here. But what do you think the Raiders would do? Derek Moore.
What would the Raiders do?
Keontae Scott. I think Keontae Scott is definitely on the board here.
Yes, so we got a wide receiver, right? So that kind of
and Sky.
Honestly, let's keep it. See this, I'm already hating this draft. I'm already hating this draft. You're like he's not there, so you can't take him. But that's not.
I'm sorry, Keelan.
That's who they would take. That's who they would take.
Yeah, but that's just not real. Yeah, I'm sorry, but we'll get flamed for taking him. It's like that. I think I would take Abney.
Okay, I kind of agree with that. Just because of where they're at.
I don't really like this draft right now because we're not doing anything on the defensive front. But it's just not really there. I don't love Derek Moore that much. I think he's solid. Darrell Jackson Jr. is an interesting one there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah. Kyle Lewis. Yeah. I think Keith Abney would be a good one. Why don't we do that?
All right. Yeah. You know what? Because what mess with this whole draft is Concepcion being there.
I know.
And we're being
which is what I'm telling you, if he's there at 36, they're taking him, and I'm scared of it.
Yeah, and we're being realistic. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hate this more than the ones we did. I hate it more than the audience one. The one the audience did was already better.
Yeah, they didn't meet with Abney, but somebody said like Ramsey, but we'll see what we got here. Is Ramsey already gone?
I think Ramsey's going to be on the board here. I think we might still be able to get Ramsey. There's Ramsey. How's Keelan Rutledge still there? That's ridiculous.
Ramsey's gone already, bro. I think Ramsey was gone pretty early, to be honest.
Yeah, where did he go? Oh, I saw it right there. 65. Right at the top of the third. Yeah, we never really had a shot at him. I would have taken him. I like Kamari Ramsey a lot.
All right, so we got 102. We got Kilgore,
VJ Payne. Yeah.
That's just safety right there.
Let's just go to all. Darrell Jackson Jr. right now looks pretty good though.
So you're just refusing to take Keelan Rutledge here. Huh?
I people are gonna flame us for it. Is all I'm saying. Yes, I would. I'd be starting to wonder what happened. Like, why is he there? I like Caleb Proctor a lot. Caleb Proctor out of Southeast Louisiana, which
you gotta wait. I wait a little bit for that, right?
We could wait because we have 3 picks this 4th round. So we have 3 picks. Yeah, we can wait for that.
I feel like you gotta take Darrell Jackson here.
Let's do it. I'm with you. I think that's what they'd want to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Did they meet? They met with him, right?
I believe so.
I think they did. Yeah.
DT.
I know this draft's not good, guys. I'm not going to stand by it.
Yeah, no, it was mostly the only 3 DTs they met with is Benny, Halton, and McKellen.
Okay, so they didn't meet with him. Oh, whatever. That's fine. Okay. So what's the board at at 117?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they did pick it over. Keelan Rutledge is still there. That's ridiculous. There's something wrong with the draft. There's something wrong with this guy.
I mean, we gotta take. That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta take him, right? I feel like we're being too realistic here.
No. That's the exercise. Yeah, there's something's up with this. I don't know what's going on with the A to Z Sports, but that's just not real. Ooh, this board looks bad. I like Billy Shrouth. Hezekiah, you want to get your guy Hezekiah there?
We gotta get a corner though, man, right?
We did. Ooh, this is
where is that?
I did not take KC. That was not me. He said reset this. Everybody said reset.
Restart.
You want to do it? Let's do it.
All right. If the fans want to restart, let's restart.
Okay.
Restart. Okay.
Because I'll tell you. Okay, so that was the first one. KC was there. All right,
Okay.
restart. But I'm telling you guys, this is Raiders. This is right. We're kind of prepping you guys for like maybe some pick. Okay, Mendoza. I'm just saying, like, all right. The Rutledge thing doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
I just don't agree with this board here.
No, this board's pretty bad. I don't like it.
I like the draft interface though.
The interface is nice. The interface is fantastic.
But Concepcion's okay. They took Concepcion. I'm watching.
Yeah,
I'm
please
watching
get
this
it.
live
Yeah,
now.
get him out of my face here.
Okay.
Oh,
right.
I know Brandon. Brandon's taking. Oh, Denzel Boston.
He hit a chore. That's worse, bro. This is worse one.
Oh, I know.
Okay. All right, so we got Hal, Boston, Ehenachor, Colton Hood is a player I really like. I really like Colton.
Colton Hood's very good. I'm with you there.
Basantes.
What are our trade offers though? Because I like this board right now. Can we move back a couple spots?
Okay, so
I feel like they would take Denzel Boston. You see, I like this Cincinnati. They offer us this every time, and I like this Cincinnati pick. Go down a little more.
Okay.
Jets. That's a little further than I want to move down, but that is a nice return.
That's way too back.
But that's a nice. Yeah, it is nice.
You get 97 though.
It is nice. You get 2 top 100 picks out of that, but that is far back. I'm not sure they would do. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I think he might do it.
I don't know. But you have Boston here.
You do. There's a couple of guys there, but Carolina. Oh, that's a good one too. I think I would take the Vikings one. Personally, I would take the Vikings.
Okay, all right. So we got the Vikings one there. Should we take Denzel Boston?
We're kind of right. What do you think? What do you think? Boston, or that Vikings trade? I would take the Vikings trade. I feel like they would take Boston, but they're saying take Boston.
Yeah, take Boston, man.
Yeah.
See,
okay.
right
That's two.
spot,
That's
man.
fine. Yeah. No, take Boston. Well, yeah, but I like this receiver way more than Concepcion, in my opinion. So that's fine. I feel way better about this one.
Okay, so I'm watching this board because maybe we could like trade up. You guys want to?
Nah. I feel like Spytek wants picks. I think Spytek's going to end up finding a way to get.
Come on, Malachi. Come on, Malachi.
There's no chance. He's going late first.
Okay, all right. So let's look at this.
I'm sorry. There's no chance he's there.
Okay, I like AJ
Halsey. I like Halsey there. What's our trade? Just to look. What's our trade offer?
Be flatter here.
Yeah, we gotta take a look. Spytek always answers his phone. He says.
Mm.
Pick 80. It's a little far for me. For only 154, that's not really doing it. That one's all right.
Yeah.
None of these, and we're not trading with the Chargers, so that's the best offer naturally, but we're not doing that. No, take the player. Take
Halsey, right? I'll take Halsey.
Halsey isn't a free safety. Yeah, he's okay, but we also need a strong safety.
Halsey can play free safety. He's just not like a great free safety.
By the way, guys, Jeremy Chin has 1 year left on his contract, and he's not there. Jeremy Chin is not in the Raiders' long-term plans right now. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, let's talk about this real quick. What if I mean Malachi Lawrence has a lot of buzz on draft Twitter.
But he has like Todd McShay. I called my sources buzz.
Yes, but that doesn't mean it's real, Glenn. So,
all right.
I kind of want to take Malachi Lawrence here. I just want to do it. I feel like that this could be a spot where he actually does go.
I mean, okay. I don't think so. I think we're going to get flamed for this. Everyone's going, he's not going to be there.
Because he does have a lot of buzz, right? I think he does, but I still think that he is from UCF and maybe he gets lost in the shuffle a little bit.
Okay, do it. I mean,
but realistic is Halsey. Right, but they had a meeting with Lawrence too. They did have a meeting with Lawrence.
No, I'm sure they did. I just mean something's wrong if he's here. Is all I'm saying. But yeah, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm taking Malachi.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's a monster. I mean, I would feel incredible about this draft. It's just not happening. Yeah, I think he's gonna get taken by like Buffalo in the late first. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that too. But I don't know. You never. I mean. Here we go. Okay. All right, I'm taking Genesis Smith here. That's what I would take. But let's look at these trades.
These trades aren't really that great to me because you're just going to be getting like 7th round picks at this point, which I don't think the Raiders need that right now.
Yeah. So we go Genesis Smith,
Chandler Rivers. I also like, but I like Smith slightly more. But yeah, Bud Clark. But we have a lot of picks this round. So
yeah, Genesis Smith.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Let's go. All right.
This is a great spot. This is a great spot for him. Round 4.
Hell yeah. Is Skylar Bell still being here? It pisses me off because because he really is a guy that might get lost in the shuffle, right?
Yeah. I also could see him going way higher too. It's a weird thing. I could also see him being a random 2nd round pick that everyone's like, what? And then
because who's a wide receiver from Utah State that he went to the Chiefs? Remember him last year?
Oh yeah, Jalen Royals.
Yeah. I think they're kind of similar players. They just because the schools they went to and stuff like that, they might fall a little bit. Mm-hmm. But he's a good player. He's still here too, of course. I'm tired of this thing, man. I'm just.
Emmett Johnson's definitely on the table here. I like Billy Stroud. I like Billy Stroud a lot at guard. I do.
Okay.
I like him a lot there. He's an injured guy. He gets injured a lot, but that's why he's there. If he wasn't, he'd be taken a lot higher. They do need a backup running back. I mean, is Claiborne there at all? Can you just check? Like, where do they have him valued at? Oh, he's a little later.
Yeah.
I'd like to get him a little later if we could.
Okay.
McGowan, obviously. Like, those are the guys. So
let's go. What about Dante Corleone?
And we didn't take a nose. Yeah, that's what. Oh, that's right. We took Darrell. I was thinking of the last one. We took Darrell Jackson. Yeah. Do that, please. Yeah.
Corleone. Okay.
Yeah. The Godfather. Right. I like it. Yeah.
All right.
See if we can get Claiborne with this next pick.
134. I mean, you still have Emmett Johnson.
We do. Pick. I don't like him more than Claiborne, though. In my just for me personally,
explosiveness. I can see it.
To me, with you have Genty, who is explosive. I think Genty is explosive, but all right. What else? I like Jeff Caldwell. That's the other guy I like later is Jeff Caldwell. We already took a receiver though. I think they might double up, but maybe we'll wait a pick.
What about VJ Payne?
Yeah, does he pair well with Genesis Smith?
Yes.
Okay, take him. Yeah,
I like VJ Payne a lot. I like VJ Payne a lot, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Damn, we missed on. We skipped over Bud Clark though.
We did. I like VJ Payne though. I do. I think VJ Payne's actually pretty damn good.
Okay. All right, so here in the 5th round here. They met with Rayshon Benny.
Yeah, and they just took a defensive tackle, so we'll see. I don't know if they're going to take 2 of those.
Yeah.
Chris McClellan as well, but they kind of just took the similar player there.
Yeah. Running backs.
Oh, I do like Jaden Ott too.
Adam Randall.
Adam Randall's solid. I like Le'Veon Moss too.
I feel like we can. I mean, based on this board, we can wait on these guys.
We can wait. Yeah.
Because they have 2 6th-round picks, right? I believe so.
I think so. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll take best available here. He done got my Michigan linebacker. He probably don't even have him on his board here. But I do like him there. Let's see.
Take Bo Stevens.
That's probably a good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say Bo Stevens right there. Bo Stevens. Because the Raiders get 2 6th-round picks, I believe. Because they traded
right here.
Thank you, Geno Smith, for this 6th-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so same guys here, basically. Who are we taking? You go running back here, right?
I'd like to get a running back right now.
Okay.
Let's look at the running back board. I think the way he got Roman Hemby. I like a McGowan in this situation here. Adam Randall's good.
Is your dude still here on here? No, he's gone. Huh?
No, he's gone. I think we lost him. That's okay. I like Jaden Ott a lot too, and I think he would fit really well.
For
But
me, it would be these three.
I take okay. In my opinion, it's the two. It's McGowan and Taylor, right? Who would you take over McGowan and Taylor?
Okay,
for a Kubiak zone running back, who would you take?
I mean, if we're going McGowan, I mean, talent wise, McGowan is more honestly, he's more talented. Probably,
I will say McGowan puts the ball on the ground here and there.
He does.
So we do have to think about that a little bit. Like that's his flaw. I watched him again, and unfortunately, he fumbles. I love him. I mean, I'm talking about like this guy could be a legendary back, in my opinion. Like legitimately really good. Taken late, that's just really good. Is Jamari Taylor? I have not watched him. So, in your opinion, who do you think Clint Kubiak would like out of those two more?
Taylor.
Oh, take him.
He would like Taylor. He would. Easy.
I did not pass on McGowan. I asked Marcus to make the pick.
Like we're doing, I would take Seth McGowan. Glenn would take Seth McGowan.
Yeah.
We're asking what would.
Bo Kirker went. Damn it, that was who I wanted. Can we take my Kaz Merritt guy here?
Let's see, tight end.
He's probably not even on the board.
I mean, we're getting kind of deep here. See, South Atlanta.
Will Kazmarek, he has him at 432. There is no fucking way. Do we have a 7th round pick? We don't have a 7th round pick. I
think they have. I think they do, right?
Go to my team's picks at the top.
Right.
I don't think we have a 7th.
Yeah, they got one.
Okay, we'll take. Can we take? We'll take Kazmarek with that one. Come on.
Okay,
we got to get my blocking tight end.
All right. So sixth round here. What do we got?
Oh gosh. Oh, you have it on running back and tight end.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's go all.
Yes, Caden Curry. Caden Curry's an interesting value there.
Yeah.
Emil Wagner.
No, I'm not taking Emil Wagner. I'm sorry.
Cole Wisniewski. I do love Cole Wisniewski.
Eric McAllister.
Caleb Douglas.
Yeah.
Want to take Caleb Douglas?
Yeah, let's just take Caleb Douglas.
Okay.
Let's do that. He's a 6th round, man. So somebody was mad at me about my epic mock draft, man, because
Give me my tight end. Give me my tight end here.
I'm gonna hook you up. We're gonna get
Kazmarek, dude. We're yes. I don't care. You're gonna give me a bad grade for that.
They're gonna give you an F.
There is no way you have him as the 432nd. Get out of here. This board sucks, Marcus. I'm sure this. I know this guy is like a nice guy. I think that made this play. The board's horrible. The interface is great.
The interface is great.
Stick to the model is become really good though.
Yeah. You gotta go to more. Do they do their picks?
Yeah.
Let me go back here. Did we lost our picks?
Did we lose our picks? Damn. Wow.
I remember them though. I remember them for the most part. So it was so we have Boston, Mendoza, Boston, Smith.
No, Smith was the 4th round pick.
Oh yeah, Smith, and then Malachi Lawrence.
Third round pick was Malachi Lawrence. 4th round pick was Genesis Smith. Corleone.
Yeah.
Corleone.
Corleone. And then Bo Stevens. Right. And then we went
5th round. Was that our running back?
Yeah, Jamari Taylor. And then we went 6th round was Caleb Douglas.
We had 2 6 rounders though.
Yeah. Oh, and VJ Payne too. We took VJ Payne.
That's right. VJ Payne. And then we went with my guy Will Kazmarek.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That thing worked a whole lot better last time. I don't know what the hell was.
That's okay. That's all right, guys. They can't all be winners, but we that's a lot better than that other one. I will say, if Concepcion is there at 36, I'm scared to death they're going to take him. And I think the guy's a good player. I just think there's going to be this issue with him, this drop issue that is not overrated in terms of what people focus on. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. When you drop the football, especially in traffic, they're going to scheme him up. They're going to make him look good. Fantasy players are going to love him. But it's like, oh, man.
All right, so let's get to this. We're almost at 2 hours here, man. Already, I feel like this is a fast ass moving podcast.
Yeah.
So we get into the giveaways here, and get some of these questions as well, man. I feel like I missed a lot of these questions. Would you rather start Mendoza if the Raiders are 5-1 or 1-5?
1-5.
Yeah, if they're 5-1, man. I mean, he's playing the whole year, right? If they're 5-1.
If they're 5-1, they're not changing anything unless Cousins is hurt, of course.
Yeah.
No, because that's a possibility, right? Like Cousins takes a lick, and you're just like, yeah, he's an old man. You got to start Mendoza, which again, I wouldn't hate it, but to me, like 1-5, it just kind of takes the pressure off a little bit. You're kind of just letting him go a little bit, and then the next year, your pick, you might be able to get that top receiver, tackle, right? You have guys like next year, like Trevor's Gooseby, the tackle out of Texas, the guy's a stud. Jeremiah Smith, like you'll be in that territory. Hopefully be able to get that going. I think Cousins is there to. You ever seen that meme of the soldier holding his hands up with the knives going in his back?
Yeah.
While Mendoza would be the person sleeping. Like that's kind of what we're doing with Cousins. He's our sacrificial lamb. And if he does cook, then hey, that's great.
Yeah. California, we're doing the. I forgot what we're doing. We're doing the
Under Armour and the mug.
And the mug, Under Armour and the mug. That's what we're doing tonight. So we do have a raffle for that. Let's get some more questions here. Should Kubiak move Lobby from running back to slot wide receiver?
I don't know if Dylan Lobby's making this football team.
He's a special teams guy, man. You can't sleep.
He is. No, for sure. And I don't think they're gonna move him though. I just think right now he is what he is. See how he does with these things. Again, the running back room is wide open. I think they're going to take one. I do think they're going to take one. But again, like they're going to need 3 of them. So he could be the third running back on this team. I wouldn't be super excited about that, but I wouldn't switch his position at this point.
I thought this question was interesting. I've had several mock drafts where Kenyon Sadiq falls at 36. Would you take him?
No. I'd let somebody trade up for him there.
Yeah, he just,
they have Brock
Bowers. Yeah, he blocks better than I thought he would.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brock Bowers. There's no point in doing that. It really isn't. It really isn't at all.
Yeah.
What else we got here? How many trades are made in the first round this year? That's a good question.
I'll set the over under at 3.5. So I think I will take the over. I think they all happen. I think there's one that happens in the top 15, and then I would say 3 that happen after the top 15, like in the back 15. I think that's when the trades. Somebody's going to come up and get. I think the Arizona's going to come up and get Ty Simpson. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I think somebody's going to like the first trade. I think is going to be like if Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs gets out of the top 10. I think you're going to see somebody come up and get them. I think you're going to see somebody come up and get one of the tackles in the back part of the round. Somebody will come up and get Blake Miller, Ianichor, and then I think somebody's going to come up and get an edge rusher, like a Malachi Lawrence or something like that. I have it at 4. I don't think it's going to be a super action-packed draft in the first round. I don't think it's going to be players traded for it or anything like that, but yeah.
I just don't know who is worth trading for. Like, for keeping it real,
I think Simpson. If you want that 5th-year option, I think to me right now, Simpson, you're gonna want that, in my opinion. Like you're gonna want if you're Arizona, you're not that good of a team right now. You want to have him under contract for 5 years, and if all it's gonna take is like a 3rd-round pick to do it, I think that's probably worth it. If you're gonna want to develop him in that kind of LaFleur, Shanahan, whatever thing that they have, McVay situation. I think one of the tackles, I could see a team coming up for one of the tackles later.
Your boy Blake.
That's what I'm saying. Blake Miller. I could see a lot of these guys. I could see, one of these teams coming up from like New England, right? Like I could see New England at 31 going like that. I don't think Blake Miller's going to get to us or Ianichor or something like that. You saw Vrabel working out with them all crazy, yeah, like I said, I think one of the defensive players is going to slip out of the top 10, and somebody's going to trade up for them. So yeah, that's around there.
Where's a realistic spot they trade back into the first? who do you think they would try and get? They can always trade back next year to get the pick back with the QB class.
Yeah, that's true. If they're bad and if they're bad next year and they're in the top 10, and I will say, guys, chill on the QB class next year. These guys have to have good seasons in college first.
That's very true.
Before, like, we talked about Lenora Sellers last year. He didn't have a good season last year. So, like, Arch Manning's definitely going to be there. But for the most part, like, these other guys, Sorsby could easily have a horrible year next year. And just we're talking about him in the way we're talking about Garrett Nussmeier this year. Like, no, I mean, these things have a year of college football has to happen before we talk
very
about
true,
it.
man.
Like a full year of a fun sport to watch with ups and downs and everything. Now, that being said, if it is stacked like that, and we haven't really seen a lot of Mendoza, or it looks good, it looks fine, we need to build this roster, I think that's accurate. Who are you trading up into the first, Marcus, to go get? I just don't know. I don't. It just doesn't feel like the year to do it.
It would have to be like one of the safeties or like one of the wide receivers. Like if Tyson fell, like if Jordan Tyson fell, that would be fine. Like I would understand
those injuries.
that.
I'm trading up for him. Oh,
but he falls like 26 or 27. I mean, the value though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it had to be one of those guys, right? Like like Caleb Downs, right? Because the thing is, when you're trading
if Caleb Downs is there, that's crazy.
Right? Yeah. But there's a chance. I'll tell you, it's a safety, and who knows how, that dude released that knee thing, but who knows how bad it is. I mean, it happened.
Ruben Bain would be interesting too. Ruben Bain would be an interesting one. Like if Ruben Bain's just sitting there, because like Mike McDonald's taking him at like 32.
Yeah.
He's like, hell no, I don't care. Yeah, with the pick 32, we just won the Super Bowl. So if you're trying to get up ahead of that, like you're like, damn, like because Ruben Bain, like if Ruben Bain hits, nobody's talking about. Everybody's talking about if he misses. If you talk about Ruben Bain, everybody's talking about if he misses, you're gonna get fired. If he hits, like I'm telling you, Ruben Bain's like the film is crazy. The only time the arm length shows up is like sometimes in the run game, sometimes. But the arm length in the pass game, like it's weird. He knows he has short arms. He plays like a guy who knows he has short arms.
He does.
That's why I like Ruben Bain. Like he's not like, oh, I'm whooping somebody's ass. My arms are super long. Oh no, they're short. Oh shit. In the NFL, I don't know. He didn't even remeasure. He doesn't care.
Yeah. And my thing with Bain too is, I mean, to be honest, why I was happy this week, because the Chiefs basically told us all that like Bain's not getting past us. Like they're like, we looked into it. We don't care. So he's not going past 9.
I don't know. I do think teams care. I think teams care. I think a lot of GMs are on the hot seat. And when if you're picking in the top 10, a lot of times your GM's on the hot seat, or at least can't afford to do that. And you don't want to get fired thinking about taking a guy with 30-inch arms. Yeah. So I will say I think he's going to fall a little bit. How many picks? This is another great question from just another DJ. How many picks will be Spytek picks, and how many will be Kubiak's? Now, what you hope here is that Spytek is like a medium, or is like a medium. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you guys watch paranormal stuff. Marcus does, so he knows what I'm saying. But like, when you're trying to contact a family member from the dead or something like that, they talk through a medium. So what you hope is Spytek is cooking as he's being and you're like, Grandma, I miss you, and Grandma's like, it's okay. That time we argued, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Like you're hoping it's like that, where they're in lockstep, where Kubiak doesn't need to step in and go, no, I need my wide receiver. Like you want Spytek to go, I know you need that, and I'm going to go get it. But I also know you need this, and you know that I'm right about that. Like there needs to be that relationship. And what I like is that Spytek's older than him.
Yeah.
I think that matters. This is Kubiak's a first-year head coach. Spytek's older than him. Settle down. Pete Carroll's like, I've won Super Bowls. I'm going to be an NFL. I'm going to have a gold jacket. All this stuff. It's a little tougher when you're a first-year GM to just be like, oh, Pete, I know more than you, because you don't, that stuff doesn't really play that well. Oh, no, it's like you're a first year head coach. I'm the GM. I hired you. You came here because you like me, and you're getting Fernando Mendoza. So what you hope is that it doesn't come to that. Because I think yeah. Did you hear about Josh? Have you heard that Josh McDaniels Rams story?
No.
This is crazy. Josh Norris, I think his name is, from Underdog Football.
Underdog, yes,
He told this story. I believe he was in that draft room that year.
Okay.
Josh McDaniels was the offensive coordinator for the Rams. I think this was like, he was a one and done thing. I think it was under Spagnuolo. They had all these draft scouts, old school guys that had this board, everything. And McDaniels is in the room. And in the third round, Lance Kendricks is there. And he says, we're taking Lance Kendricks. And all the old school guys are like, fuck you. Like, you're an idiot. And McDaniels is like, no, I'm turning Michael Huamanawanui and Lance Kendricks into Gronk and Hernandez. That's what I'm doing. And the draft guys were like, or the scouts were like, then what do I work here for? I don't have this guy ranked on this, on all that stuff. We don't want that to be happening. And these offensive guys are really cocky and confident. They're overconfident in their scheme and all that stuff. I think Kubiak's gonna be great. I want Spytek to cook. I want this to be a Spytek draft.
Fucking Josh McDaniels, man. He's such a fucking idiot.
He's a fucking asshole, dude. And the Patriots way ruined a lot of drafts. I'm telling you right now. Because they're like, well, this guy did win. What have you won, Scout?
He's got 6 Super Bowls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm telling you, he told that story, and I was like, oh my gosh, I would never listen to any offensive coach like in the draft. I just wouldn't. I'm sorry.
You can't. That's the thing. See, that's my problem with some teams. Is like, and that was the problem with the Gruden era altogether. Is that the coaches have too much control. You can't talk to a coach because the coach is like, I can fix him.
Yeah.
Like, no, you can't.
Especially a coach with a 10-year guaranteed contract like Gruden.
Or like Tom Cable, just give me Leatherwood. Give me Leatherwood. I know he has all these flaws, but
my thresholds are my thresholds. No, exactly. So like what I mean is like I want to watch Spytek fail himself if that's the way it's going. I want to watch him. If he's going to fail, I want it to be because it's his process didn't work, not him just I want him to be in lockstep with the coach, and I want it to work. That's the best way to do it. I mean, you look at John Schneider in Seattle right now, new coach, and he knows exactly what to do for him. Whereas we might have thought last year, because we got Pete Carroll, Schneider's the problem. No, he's not actually. I don't know.
See, that's the thing, man. It's like, when it comes to Spytek, I'm super interested in the draft because I know he's a film guy. I know there's going to be some great scouting. They're going to do some really good homework on these guys. It's just, who do they like and do they fit what Kubiak wants to do? Because I feel like as long as he has that vision, especially in offense, because we talk about Spytek having control, but Kubiak is in his ear like, hey, man, let's get a wideout. Because I don't think Spytek gets a wideout. If he got some like defensive coach,
take one at 30. I agree.
Let's say they got Jesse Mentor. You think they're taking a wide receiver at 36? I don't think so, right? They're going full safety. They're going full defense, right? I think that's a little bit Kubiak trying to putting a little 2 cents in there. Like, I need this guy. Right. You go find him. But I'm
excited for this draft because I have no clue. I mean, I'll be real. Like, it's tough. Did this exercise we did where we had to hop into the thing, I'm like, man, I'm just not sure. Like it's just I don't know. I mean, we'll see. It's a good time to say this before we get to the raffle. Like, we're going to be live Thursday and Friday.
Yes. Thursday, Friday, we're going to be live.
We're going to be live for those days. I mean, obviously, you never know if they trade back into the first. I don't think so. But the Mendoza pick's going to be pretty chalk. Like that's going to be that's going to be fine, and I'm sure we're going to have lots of Mendoza content that comes out that we'll be reacting to with that, which could be kind of fun. But then day 2 is going to be really interesting because I just don't know. I have no clue. I mean, I think I know based on visits. There's breadcrumbs out there, but I don't know.
No, day 2 is gonna be crazy, right? Because this thing about last year, he traded back like twice, so who knows what the hell he's gonna do?
Right,
day 2,
Right. We don't know him yet. We don't really know. I think in free agency, I have a little gauge of like kind of how he goes in free agency, but in the draft, I just don't quite. I don't know a Spy-Tech player yet in the draft when I see him, like when you're like, oh, that's a Spy-Tech tackle. That's that we don't know that yet.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's FCS players.
Yeah, that's true. That's the one thing I think we could say. Day 3, it's like, all right, who's the sickest FCS guy? Yeah.
I still think they're throwing the Bryce Lance pump fake. They're gonna take Bryce Lance.
Hey, at the right, I'd rather take him at 67 than a wide receiver at 36 that is not named Denzel Boston.
Exactly. I feel the same way.
I'm with you.
The same way. All right. Let's get to this giveaway, guys. Let's get to the giveaway. I think I got everybody on here. Make sure I got everybody on here. All right. Boom. Share it here. All right. So I got Dre, J. Will, East Bay, Ryan L, David Ochoa, Dutch Master.
Wow.
Right. Baby Shug, SH, SDB, CMV. Got you on here. Saeed. Boomhausers, BJ Mac, just on the DJ. Adam Mixoski. I feel like that was like, are you like a EDM DJ? I feel like that's the name of a.
Yeah, he's playing in that 110 during Coachella.
Yeah. Adam Mixoski.
Yeah. Vegas EDC.
That's kind of what that name reminds me of. Am I missing anybody? Okafor want to get some more tickets. He's trying to, bro. Like, you can't like overload you win a lot, bro. I appreciate you, Okafor. I'll get if you want to put some more in here, I'll get you in here one more time. But I'm gonna get Justin, your DJ, in here one more time. I appreciate you, Okafor, though. Don't think I don't appreciate you though. I'll get you in here. I got you, dog. I got you. All right. Anybody else? One. Can you count on anybody else? Anything else? We're good?
Mm-hmm.
So I got you. I got 5 in there, right? I got 5. We're good. All right. So let's get this spinning here. Shuffle it out. Here we go. Let's go. I thought it would be just the DJ. I was like, damn. All right, David Ochoa. All right, here we go. We'll do one more for the Under Armour. One more for the Under Armour here, real quick.
Whew.
Dre for show.
There you go, Under Armour. Looking like a scout.
All right, for the mug here. There you go.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
Is Baby Shook like lighting a candle for the show or something? What's
he didn't like that he was in blue. I don't know what that's all about. Yeah. I feel like I know, but yeah, it's
Shook. I didn't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
Do not G-check the wheelofnames.com, dude.
All right, guys. This is draft week. I'll give you one more spin. We'll get one more spin. I'll get out of here. We'll get one more spin. I got you guys. All right, here we go. This is for the mug, though. This is for mug because that Under Armour is $66.
Don't do it again. Do not do it again.
All right.
Yeah. Man, CMV, I think his whole kitchen could be TDL vessels for liquid. Yeah.
Yo. All right. Yes. CMV just has. He's one like every week. He's literally one like every week.
He's got a traveler mug and a coffee mug. His coffee will never be consumed.
He's got sweats, a shirt, a sweater.
Yeah.
You got shirts, sweaters, tumblers.
That's funny, man.
Oh man. All right. So draft night though, giving away the duffel bag.
Yep.
Give away the duffel bag. Somebody say I gotta limit the entries. All right. People are getting, CMV in them. Yeah, they're putting up the money though, but we're giving away the duffel bag. We're giving away the duffel bag.
Money talks
on draft night. Okay, so we got duffel bag on draft night. I probably do. I'm gonna be nice to you guys. I'm gonna do it Thursday and Friday, but this is a big one. So we're gonna have to get some. I haven't came up with the price yet, but duffel bag, win that one. and we'll get that one going for you guys. But we'll be back on Thursday, right, Glenn?
Thursday, we will be back. I'm very excited about it. Draft is awesome. I mean, it's always great. Our draft live streams are good. Yeah. Then Fridays, I feel like Friday's really fun too, because Friday's just like always madness, especially this year. So so we'll be back Thursday and Friday. Friday Night Live we'll start a little bit earlier on Thursday or on Friday.
Yeah, Baby Shook, if you want to donate to somebody, you just pick somebody, man. To be honest, that's on you, Doc.
Just pick somebody. Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're out of here. Peace.